Welcome back, gamers. Oh, wait. Oh, no. I am unmuted. I thought... No. I literally unmuted, like, right before I clicked the button. Like, I went click, click. So, we're actually on the money, I think. Although the music's a little loud on mine. But, we're back. Welcome in, VOD watchers. It has been a little while. I think... Well, I mean, so, obviously, like, 10 days ago or something like that. Was it? Yeah, like 10 days ago we streamed the regional sort of back-to-backsies. Actually, I should probably open up Twitch chat on my monitor as well. I'm out of practice, evidently. I forgot how this thing worked. Okay, Twitch is muted, so I'm not going to get double audio. Happy days. But today is basically a return to form in some sense. We'll do some Pokemon Go PvP. We'll take a little bit of a look at the new season. Might talk about the fact that your boy is probably qualified for the World Championships now. Much to discuss, I guess, on the grand scheme of things. And obviously, like, you know, part of... I think tomorrow I'll actually be recording Battle Cats podcast and G'day Battlers. I think it's going to be a double whammy tomorrow. Now, why do I have two different browsers going? This is silly. Steven? Let's just merge all of these guys into one spot for my own convenience. There we go. And we put Twitch chat in front of me, and we put the little stream thing over there, so I don't have to keep looking that way. I can just look straight at you guys. There we go. Okay. Twitch. Okay, now we have to let the Discord know that we are live as well. So let us do that. Let's go to video alert. At stream chatters. The stream... Oh, wait. I should say return of the stream. Salute emoji. Or salute emojis. And then let's grab the Twitch link. Twitch.tv. There we go. Cool. Alright, sent in. Yeah, so basically gonna be on the more low-key side, I suppose. I mean, this is just the last 3 Pokemon I ran in the Durban tournament, I think. So, I mean, I'll click it. I'll give it a run, I suppose. Because this is going to be, well, we just got the new meta updates. So, it's sort of, we're going to be losing a lot of the picks that we've been using quite a bit, I guess. What are we going to lose? I mean, we're going to have an increase in bug-type damage, which means we're going to have a decrease in Malamar, which is kind of like unfortunate timing for Malamar, because it literally just got the Shadow. Like, okay, now Talonflame, I actually feel like what we're going to do here is we're going to go for the 12 turns and then throw Rock Tomb. We give them a free 2 turns, but we sort of force a shield. Like, we just guarantee a shield, basically. And then we just swap to Azumarill to soak the damage. Because they have 15 turns of energy. They're at 80 energy now, which is a lot of energy. They can throw a Brave Bird and dip here. Oh, I disconnected the thing. Whoops. Whoops. I forgot that I did that a lot. Okay, they threw Fly. What? They're at 80, so that's minus 45. They're at 35. Is that right? Now, is that 5 Vine Whips? I think it was 5. So they don't have a Frenzy Plant yet, but they do have an Aerial Ace. So that's 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, if they're at 9, we should probably just let Azu go, because they're going to outpace us to a second Frenzy Plant before we get to Thingo. So they're throwing the Frenzy, so they're at 3. They have a Talonflame in the back, but Shadow Lapras is fine to that as well. So I think we'll just go Credilli. We can tank the Frenzy Plant, because it's going to take us 12 to get the Frenzy Plant. They need another... Yeah, I think we outpace. So let's just... Oh, that went for the Aerial Ace. Oh, wait. Yeah, Doi. That makes sense. Okay, they swap into the Talonflame, which actually just guarantees that I can just land the Rock Slide in, and they throw away all of their extra energy. Oh, wait, they have a shield, Doi. Oh, no, they don't have a shield. They did ditch it. Now we have to make a bit of a read on what's in the back. Talonflame Superior. Superior obviously beats the Waters. They probably want something that beats like Rock or something in the back. Although the fact they're bringing Superior in here. I also have Skull Bash on Lapras instead of Ice Beam. Mostly because that's what Ashton Ash told me to use for Durban. But it does mean that we have a lot less counterplay into Superior. So what I'm going to do, now that it's Rock Tomb debuffed, we'll swap into the Lapras. Can we tank a Frenzy? Let's see if we can tank a Frenzy, because I feel we do. Yeah, we do. Okay, let's throw the Sparkling Aria here and find out what's in the back. The fact that they're still not swapping, a little confused, to be honest. Forest! Oh, that's bad. That's bad. They get a full Lapras farm down, and then, yeah, we can't win this. This is GG's. Even with a shield still, we'll just top left. We'll save them about 2 seconds. I mean, I guess Furret makes sense. Again, they've sort of gone for ABB strat, right? Where they've just gone the Talonflame that's weak to water in the front. They've got 2 Pokemon that can beat waters in the back. Furret is a little bit more neutral, so that not only do you have the access to Trailblaze, but you also have the you've also got Swift and Sucker Punch that do pretty good neutral across the board. Like, there's not really anything that resists everything Furret's throwing, which is kind of, I guess, you know, the benefit of Furret. I don't think it gets... It's rare that you see the Trailblaze boosts really helping it much, to be honest. It happens, but it's kind of rare. Because usually you're also not giving it shields. Usually Furret's sort of one of you guys that you're just leaving shieldless and relying on its bulk a little bit more. But clearly Claydol may not enjoy Bug Buff too. That's true. Now, I think, to be honest with you, I feel like Credilli's been in a bit of an awkward spot the entire Might and Mastery season. It's not... I was a bit of a hater until Ash and Nash told me to use it for Durban, and then I kind of like looked deeper into the matchups and was like, oh no, I guess I see the value. As a safe swap, it's actually really strong, depending on the opponent's team comp. Like if they don't have any fighters, then Credilli swap is kind of crazy, because then you just have to worry about Tinkerton in the back. And that's kind of it. No one else is running any other really big Credilli hard counters. I mean, of course, in saying that, we get the... let's go into Lapras. Okay, 2 Fairy Winds, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... Okay, they're at 7, and we sort of goofed up and we threw straight away here. I don't know. Like, we should have kept going, anticipating a potential catch and go for the Skull Bash, but as is, Glyspod's in 2, 3, 4, 5... I think Sparkling Aria, we can still win this matchup anyway. Because they're just going to go for X-Scissor. We tank an X-Scissor, we'll outpace to our next Sparkling Aria. I was a little tempted to go for the Skull Bash, but there's no real reason to. Because even if they shield up here, they decide to take us down, we can actually get a little bit of farm here, I guess. Do we want to? Okay, we actually get the farm. That's huge, actually. That's even better than I was hoping for. Because now Tinkerton, we can just avoid it with Credilli. That was what? Are they at 9 now? And we're obviously not going to swap, because we're not going to lock our Credilli around. 10. Okay, they can just double Bulldoze here. So 1 Bulldoze takes out Lapras, 1 Bulldoze, maybe they get a debuff. 50-50 chance on our Azumarill in the back. And we have our Credilli swap waiting in the wings as well. Okay, they go for 2, so they're at 7. They can go for a Play Rough here. Which is, you know, fine. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm just going to tank the move, I think. The fact that they're not swapping makes me think they're weak to a Azumarill in the back. But, like, we also have a full health Credilli, which is kind of crazy. You'd think you'd want to save your Tinkerton for that. What have you got? Yes. Very weak. Very weak. Welcome in, Jay Frey. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, Claydol also not going to enjoy the bug buff at all. I think that, like, it still benefits a little bit. Well, like, I guess part of Claydol's benefit is that because one of the, so I guess, Pokemon that is getting a buff is, like, Metang. Metang is actually going to be meta now. You've actually got, you know, a decent matchup into Metang because of the Mud Slaps. Especially if people run, or decide to run Shadow Metang, which I've seen a little bit of hype around. But I think that it might just push people into the other Mud Slappers. So maybe Marowak makes a little bit of a resurgence. I think that Gastrodon might have a little bit more potential. Because Gastrodon's benefit as well is that you're also doing quite well into Pokemon like Typhlosion. But also maybe that's just why people run, like, you know, Swampert. Because I'm still a little bit shocked that I haven't seen as much Swampert as I was expecting. I really thought that after the weekend off Typhlosion, really nice catch. We should have waited a turn. No real reason to throw on alignment there, but it's fine because we still outpace anyway. And we actually get the perfect timing in that we get to throw 3 bullet seeds and then throw. It's actually really good for us. I think we just stay in for a little bit. They're at 60 energy, so we just shield once. We throw 3 bullet seeds, throw a rock tomb, and then we swap. Oh wait, flame charge. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So hello. Okay. Okay. Now we just hard swap into Azu. We've gotten both shields. We catch the energy over here. It's happy days. And then, like, unless they've got sort of like a hard counter in the back, they're probably going to come back in with their lantern. Oh, okay. Well, I'm partially happy that they've shown their hand here in that we now realize how important Credilli is. Because I was just happily going to throw Credilli back into Azumarill, and then we would have been stuck with Lapras first lantern in the back. As is, we have to keep our shield for Credilli, I guess. Water also resists Bullet Punch from Scizor too, so not sure how common it will be. Yeah, Scizor I'm not entirely sure on, to be honest. It feels a little less... I would tend to put it in the high skill Pokemon category. Is my gut feeling. I think they're going to swap an Insta Throw Ice Beam here, so I'm going to instant swap Lapras. Okay, we made a bad call. Bad call. Uh-oh. Bad call. Maybe it was too obvious. Maybe they weren't even thinking about it. Now they hard swap, right? Surely. They're not hard swapping. They're just not swapping. Okay, well, here's the swap into Talonflame. Yeah, we're well overwhelmed here. Credilli is great into all 3 Pokemon, but can't do it alone. Can't do it alone. Come on now. Azumarill has a move, so like, why are they spending time? Are they concerned that we have a move? Because we didn't. Oh, anyway. Maybe we should take a little bit of a look at the move updates, actually. I had it open in a tab somewhere. Ah, there it is. Maybe we take a little bit of Sticky Beak. Let's add... actually, let me put it on mode so I can set up the screen first. So window capture, window capture. I would like to select the Go Battle League, thank you. Okay. Ah. Put it under me. Oh wait, not that under me. There we go. Oh, wait, what? Oh, hang on. Hold the line. Okay, there we go. We can probably just like enhance image. Zoom. Jane Nisbet, thanks for the follow. Yeah, that'll do for a bit of a scroll through, I guess. Although now I can't actually see Twitch chat. There we go. Quite excited for the bug, but all right, let's give it a little bit of a look, right? So, which part of the screen can you see? Oh wait, only the very bottom. Okay, I need to keep that in mind. Okay. So obviously there's the schedule, and this like isn't the important bit. You know, we don't need to put too much time. Let's move Twitch chat up actually. There we go. Twitch chat. There we go. Now I can see it. Dr. Steve, I wrote you Mr. Colin. Welcome in, said Shenzo. Next season at Talon Baby Bowl and Furycut ain't got nothing on me. You wait, just watch and see. Oh man, I'm gonna have to find out what happened to him in the 5th recording. Welcome in, Shenzo. Good to see you, and great to see you in Melbourne as well. Yeah, Talonflame is still gonna be good. It's definitely still gonna be very good. The bugs are better, which makes Talonflame better, and like. You're still gonna want to counter things like Tinkaton, so 100% still big guy. Okay, so yeah, obviously the meta changes aren't like the season, the Go Battle League schedule isn't the important bit. I am gonna, I'll be back to making meta simplified stuff for these. I didn't for the last two because I was out busy, I guess, with flying to Auckland. And then, so I was in Auckland one weekend, and then the next weekend was Melbourne Regionals, and then the next weekend I was in South Africa, and now I'm back. So crazy that Melbourne was literally like last weekend though. That is kind of wild. But now that we're back, it's sort of back to the content stuff. So Sunshine Cup Meta Simplified will come in a few days. I think so. Tomorrow, in probably like call it 15 hours or 16 hours, I'll be uploading a video covering the Taiwan Champions winning run, and then after that, I think I'll be uploading a video of the Durban Special Champions run, and then after that, maybe we do the Sunshine Cup Meta Simplified, because there is also there's a Bastiodon video that's sort of sitting there waiting to be made as well, although Mikey Morgs might be back. He might be able to do that one. I'd prefer that he did it because he put in the work, but we'll see, I guess. But yeah, Sunshine Cup, we'll hit these cups as they come, I suppose. Blah, 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 blah. Go Battle Weekend, blah, 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 blah. Boring, boring, boring. Boring. Okay, no, this is still boring, boring, boring. Here we go. Here's the fun bit. Fortress, no, likey, the double fire weakness. Although you do have to really be careful of the fact that Fortress has Rock Tomb. And it gets to it pretty quick now with the move updates. So you have to be a little careful. It's not just a guaranteed winsies, but yeah. Interesting that they're repeating cups a few weeks apart. Wait, really? I actually missed that bit. Scroll. Oh yeah, the Sunshine Cup here in July and Sunshine Cup up in June 4th. Interesting. That does feel odd, but sure, I guess. I guess they're breaking up the, 2-week cups that people don't like, and this is an alternative way to do it. I miss the MS Paint graphics. Hey, I mean, look, for the most part, until 3 weeks ago, I'm still making them, and I will keep making them as of this week, once again. So, feel free. Okay, so what are we getting? So first of all, Ember energy generation is increasing. When I first read this, I was like, oh wait, this is going to be like a big anti-Tinkerton tech. But then, like, realistically, there isn't that much that actually wants it. Like, it's a Ninetales buff. That's kind of it. We don't know how much the energy is being boosted, to be fair. It could be like a big increase. I don't necessarily think it will be, but it could be. Like, they've done similar stuff in the past where, like, they super buffed Skarmory, which is unexpected. So it could be a super buff, but, any increase to fire is going to be a decrease to Tinkerton. And it also sort of potentially keeps the bugs in check that they're sort of super buffing in this update as well. So maybe mixed messages on that front. I'm not sure, but then there's Bug Bite and Fury Cutter, which are both being sort of increasing their damage. So there are a lot of winners on this one. So first of all, Bug Bite. It's sort of the weirder one, I guess. I mean, you're still getting a 33% increase in the amount of damage that you're getting. And what's the full list of Pokemon that learn Bug Bite? We'll head to our good friend over at pvpoke.com/rankings. And then if you don't know, you can actually just type in @BugBite, like for example, in the search column, and it'll come up with every Pokemon that knows it. So like Fortress will know it, Charge Bug. I think those are the two that are getting a lot of hits. Fortress and Charge Bug. Araquanid as well. Beedrill. I don't think it's... Like, Beedrill's getting another buff in here later on. So I don't think it's going to be Beedrill's cup of tea exactly. But Fortress could be good for it. And, Charge Bug as well, I guess. Ninetales just needs one good move to make it top tier. Yeah, I think it just needs a little bit of a... well, I guess what it needs is actually a little bit of speed, I suppose. So, again, this could be a much bigger buff than we're sort of expecting. So, I guess you have to stay tuned for that. But then, yeah, Bug Bite. Bug Bite could be big. I mean, again, helping Fortress is kind of, I think, the biggest part. But Fortress also gets buffed again, right? Oh, wait, no, it's just Bug Bite. It's just that the Bug Bite buff comes in. Fair enough. Still pretty good. Fury Cutter, I think, is the big one. Because Fury Cutter is now, I think it's going to be a Psywave clone. which is good. There's a reason that as soon as they gave Psywave to a Pokemon like Lapras, that it's sort of like, oh wait, no, it's the meta move. And you know, Malamar has Psywave, it's super good now. So if we look at Pokemon that have Fury Cutter, Golisopod. Okay, now here's a behind the scenes tech, I guess, on Fury Cutter. Durban Special Championship held just this last weekend in South Africa. The guy who came second, the guy that beat me twice, he was running Fury Cutter Golisopod before it was cool. We didn't know this move update was happening. He was just looking at Golisopod, which has traditionally run Shadow Claw this season, and he was like, nah, Fury Cutter tech might make some sense. So that was supposed to be like this big spicy thing, and literally before we have told anyone about it, like before there's been any YouTube video or Dracoviz graphic or whatever else, it's now like being announced that it's going to be like a hard Metamon with Fury Cutter Golisopod. So, you know, alas. Still, I think Fury Cutter is going to be kind of crazy as the Psywave clone. It's sort of... They're really increasing the speed of the game, and I don't know if I like it that much on the one-turn move front. And part of it is that I find it relatively simple to count. Well, maybe that's overextending a little bit. Like 2-turn moves, 3-turn moves, 4-turn moves, 5-turn moves. I can count those. That's fine. 1-turn moves, I'm not as great. Now, obviously when, you know, for example, if you are the Diggersby and they are the Lapras, I actually find it very easy to count the Lapras because you just count your own Diggersby. So, you know, every time your Diggersby throws a fast move, it's 2 turns. So every time you throw a fast move, you just go like, okay, Lapras has got 2 Psywaves. Like, it's sort of very simple in that scenario. But when I'm the Lapras, I actually struggle a little bit to time my move correctly. In that even if I know I should be throwing 11 Psywaves and then clicking the button, I sometimes struggle on the exact timing of when to tap my phone to like make it so I do exactly 11. I sort of lose, especially because Psywave is such like an annoying move in that it's so blatantly blurry in your face. It's kind of like, whatchamacallit? It's hard to keep track of how many you're throwing, and it can also like cover up your opponent a little bit. And I don't know if this is just my experience, maybe you guys can like agree or disagree, say whether this happens to you or not, but when I'm throwing Psywaves, it feels like my game in terms of what the opponent is visually doing to me lags a little bit more. This is just something that I've noticed, is that yeah, if I'm throwing Psywaves and the game is constantly generating like Psywave animation, the opponent moves get a little bit graphically hecky, which makes it very tricky because then you're like, oh, it's probably been like 4 and then you're like, oh, so I probably have like 8, and then so I find myself when I'm using Lapras being like, okay, well, it looks like I'm about 3 Psywaves away from the Sparkling Aria, which means that, okay, so I'm probably at like 9, which means they probably got 4 moves and click the move. Like it's nightmarish. I don't know if it's just a me problem though, because it might be, to be honest with you. But I think Fury Cutter is definitely going to be pretty good. Acid, probably not a big deal, but you never know how big this energy generation is going to be, so it could be kind of massive, I guess. Ninetales needs Flame Charge with the new Ember buff. Oh, Flame Charge, I guess. I mean, Fire Weather Ball is kind of solid on the fire damage front. I guess you do just want a better coverage move, in my view. 1-turn move counting, I just go by 5. Yeah. Sometimes it'd be like that. My problem is I count my own moves instead of the opponent's. And see, that's fine. You can math that out. Like, again, you can sort of be like, if you have a 3-turn move, you can sort of count up 3, 6, 9, 12. And so I do this. I only count one person's side, and then when a charge move is thrown, whether it's mine or the opponent's, I actually just math it out to work out what the other side is. So if I throw, like, if I'm the Credilli, like in the battles we were playing before, if I throw 5 Bullet Seeds and then they throw a move before my 5th one finishes, in my head I just go like, okay, so they've hit 14 turns, then clicks the charge move, 14 divided by 2, they've done 7 moves. So that's sort of how I actually operate. It's not just me. So glad to hear it. I'm so glad that's just not a me problem, because I've definitely noticed it on my end at least. Bullet Punch, big increase actually. And this is where This is sort of a change that I didn't really understand until I sort of looked at it a bit deeper and was like, oh, wait, no, this is actually kind of a big deal. So Bullet Punch is on a lot of Pokemon like Pangoro, like Machamp, Bullet Punch. Pangoro, Machamp, Hariyama, Lucario, and Scizor. So, and also there's like, it's on Metagross and, well, just Metagross actually. It's not on the other ones, but I don't think it's going to be its big deal. But it's sort of actually like a pretty decent buff to Pangoro. Like it's actually just, I feel like it's just a little bit of an upgrade. 8 damage is like a lot. I think this is the counter replacement, I guess. Like counter is back, but this time it's the typing that was weak to counter. This time it's steel typing. I don't know what that's about, but like, yeah, it seems like it's going to be pretty good. So Pangoro stocks probably increase from this. I don't know if the steel typing isn't an awesome offensive typing. Like fighting has the advantage of being super effective into those, the steels, the rocks, the normals that are really so prevalent so often, especially when you don't have any other ability to do super effective damage into normals. Gotta eat some pasta, see if you catch a Chinzo. It's like when there's Pokemon like Fire running around in the meta, you literally have only one way of doing any super effective damage to it, and that is by having fighting damage on your team. And so if you don't, which is very reasonable, a lot of people don't, it's like, well, heck. And so if you go into something like Pangoro and you use Bullet Punch instead of like a fighting fast attack, then like, are you losing more fighting damage? Are you just like, do you really have to rely on like, landing close combat to do fighting damage? Feels a little bit hecky in my view. I don't think it's I think I might struggle to use it personally, but it's something, I guess. Metal Sound's another weird one. This is the one that is being given to a few Pokemon at the sort of later on point of thingo, I guess. Golisopod. Wait, what? Oh, Golisopod knows Metal Claw after typing Metal Sound. Yeah, so Bronzong, this is sort of one. I think the Metal Sound buff is probably just a limited cup thing. Like, I'm not sure that this is going to be a big deal in, like, Show 6 or, like, Open Great League. It feels like there's a lot of other mons that... Or, like, other moves that you want to use. Like, if you're Magnezone, I feel like Volt Switch is potentially superior. I don't know. Like, yeah, I could be proven wrong in this one, but it does feel like this is maybe a limited cup sort of guy. Double Iron Bash, I don't really get why this change was made. Like, it's obviously, like, strictly just a buff to Melmetal, who was already using Double Iron Bash, but I don't think that this is the change that Melmetal needed to become hard meta. Like, it hit top 8 in one of the Asian region qualifiers from V-Basis. Was it equal first, or did he come second? I don't think he came equal first, which was, like, top 5. Of that tournament for India, one of the Indian tournaments, because they had 2. But like, sure, I guess I'm sure like someone that plays Master League, maybe there's like Master League thing. Oh no, Melmetal's not that good in Master League anymore. That's like old news, man. So yeah, I'm not really sure about this one. Doom Desire, similar spot that like I don't see this being massive. Obviously, it is just a strict buff to Jirachi. Jirachi is slightly better now. Does that mean that everyone's going to be using Jirachi? I don't think so. Kind of an awkward Pokemon to use. Like having a Hydro Cannon clone is massive. That's like huge for Jirachi, I guess, for now that has Hydro Cannon, but like I don't really get it. I don't know why we're doing this, to be honest with you. It just doesn't have like, it doesn't have a good fast move, right? Like what is it? I know it has got Confusion, which is the default. And then it's got Charge Beam. Oh, it says fast charge, I guess. Maybe fast charging Hydro Cannons is the way to go. I don't know. Yo, Zedoro, welcome in. How's it going, Mr. Worlds? Doing well, fellow Mr. Worlds. Doing well. It's, look, 4 months ago, I would not have expected to be qualified for Worlds. Let's put it that way. I was pretty confident that that wasn't going to be happening. But here we are. We are in the universe where it has actually worked out and I have qualified for the World Championships. Well, again, like you have to put the little asterisk where it's like, technically I haven't qualified yet. I could get knocked out, but like realistically, that's not gonna happen. Like, Only fellow unless someone below me decides to make an NAIC or Bologna run. Yeah, so I mean, like, if I pull the leaderboard over here, which I, you know, have available. So, like, this hasn't been updated for, like, this doesn't have the South Africa points yet, so I'm still sitting here. I should be at 823, so I should be between Gone and Godzilla in number 6. But, like, I mean, on my end, that's a lot of people that have to jump me. So, like, I mean, and to be honest with you, a lot of them probably will. So, like, you know, if They Love Jai gets points at, so Godzilla doesn't count because he's already got the auto qualification. Jai's going to NAIC, Adam's going to NAIC, ZTub you're obviously not, Jins is going to NAIC, and then Yusei is that one off qualifying, and I don't think anyone else. I know Claire mentioned in like a single message like something about NAIC, but I haven't seen her confirm that she's going or not. But like, yeah, I guess someone like down here, whoops, someone in this lower part of the leaderboard would have to make a big run to knock you out, and I guess they have to knock you out before they knock me out. So I'm happy to have the safety. I guess 2 people have to jump for me to be at risk, but it feels pretty safe. I'll be honest. I'm pretty confident to be like, yeah, no, I think we've qualified for Worlds. I'm pretty comfy on that one. Yo, Debbie Bad Boy the 5 subs. Thank you, Debbie. Is this the NAIC fund? I could get knocked out. You can't. I mean, I can. It's just that all of those people have to get points, which all reasonable, and then 2 people have to make, you know, an NAIC or Bologna run, I suppose. Yeah, he's got to make that bus trip from where he lives, I guess. Yep. Alas. Glad to be of service as a safety net. No, thank you, Zeta. Much appreciated. I'm glad to be 2 off the bottom. Although, again, I said this to Debbie as well. Until the day comes that they actually put these 300 points in, I'm going to be, like, sitting there going, like, oh, am I, like, not going to get my points? Like, is there a problem? I'll save this for the G'day Battlers podcast, but there were some potential major problems with this tournament. Like, potential major problems. Like, there was a chance that, like, the tournament happens and it just gets canned. So, we dodged those problems, but, stay tuned for the podcast, I guess. Because we saved it. If I wasn't there, the tournament might have been bust. Let's put it that way. So, whoo. It's crazy how these things happen, I guess. But I think it should all be good. So I'm just going to be patiently waiting for that number to update to 823. Patiently waiting. Hopefully, I hope to wake up to it. I just want it to happen. We're midweek. Like, US is surely updating this thing. Like, maybe it's just like the South Africans haven't like registered it yet, or like, I don't know. But yeah, anyway. NAIC slush fund. Fair. Thanks, Debbie. Well, look who came crawling back. Hi, Thomas. Yeah, been a while. I know that if I go to YouTube at PvP Steve VODs, the last VOD was uploaded. It was the one that I played the Pokemon Unite Regional while I was in New Zealand. And the one before that was over 3 weeks ago. So it has been a long time since we were doing this stuff. Because it has been constant travel, I guess. There was Auckland, but in the lead up to Auckland, I was preparing for Melbourne Regionals. And then after Melbourne Regionals, after Auckland, I was preparing for Melbourne Regionals, but then I was also sick. And so I decided to rest for Melbourne Regionals. Then it was Melbourne. Then we came back from Melbourne. And then I turned around and went, oh no, then I was going to stream this last week. And then the dryer smoke filled the... It broke, it smoked, and that was all real. And then there was a little bit of flooding, but it seems like that's recovered itself since I was in South Africa. So happy days on that front. I sort of replugged everything in with cables on the floor, so hopefully it's fine. Whoopsies. It's not just Go, VG, and TCG, also not updated. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, the way that like I was going to like the South African leaderboard to be like, okay, well they definitely would have given points to the first place, so like, you know, it'll come eventually, I guess. So I just have to stay patient, I suppose. I guess. probably good you went to South Africa and got points, because otherwise I'd be making posts for the next few months about how if only one of the world's competitors happened to move and start living in a different region, Steve would be qualified. Don't worry, now you know, I'm sure you're going to make those tweets about Yusei. I feel a little bad in that, you know, like, Yusei presumably assumed he was qualified, right? Because, I mean, I didn't say anything about where I was going, I guess. No one below when the leaderboard had announced any plans to travel anywhere, so they're probably, it's probably a little bit of a rug pull. Sorry, Yusei. Oh well, the crunch one is kind of big-ish in that Drapion sort of has like a solid, it's got a win condition in the one shield matchup against a Zoomerl, where if on the first crunch you get a debuff, you can win the one shield. And so currently that happens 30% of the time that Drapion's able to flip that one. And so I saw Axon sort of predict that it was going to be 10. I saw someone else predict that it was going to be 20. So we'll find out, I guess. But like, Drapion's still an awesome Pokemon. Like, Drapion is not relying on its crunch debuffs, I think is an important way to put it. But it's going to mean that when a crunch debuff changes the outcome of a battle, it's going to feel way more bad. It's going to feel way more like, oh, heck. Now, Wrap is... I think this is the most confusing change of the entire update, where they've made Wrap... They've given it a guaranteed chance to decrease defense. And then they gave it to Lickitung. But it's like, are we really bringing Lickitung back? Like, is it time for it to come back? Because like, it's a little bit worse than Body Slam, like stat-wise. Or like, you know, how Body Slam certainly wasn't Body Slam used to be. Because I think Wrap is a little bit more expensive. But like, are we just going back? Because I feel like you make Lickitung good again, you give it an ability to just constantly survive for ages, hang out, bulk up, reduce the opponent's defense. You're just sort of going to move back into like the old meta a little bit. Like, all of a sudden we're going to see Psycho Cut Metachams running around everywhere. And I don't know the Psycho Cut Metacham counts. I ran into one the other day in Open Great League. I don't know the counts. I'll look it up. What other counts? Metacham. It takes 5, then 4 for Ice Punch, and straight 5s for Dynamic Punch. Oh, heck. Actually, Metacham's kind of crazy. I didn't realize... Sorry, Metacham. I didn't understand your game. There you go. Shadow Dragonair. Wait, what do you mean Shadow Dragonair? Like with Body Slam? Or like, should have had Wrap? Because like, it doesn't have Wrap, right? Does it? Does it have Wrap? Dragonair. Scrolling PV Poke. It does have Wrap. Oh, heck. It does. Interesting. I did not realize this. Okay, well, I guess that, like, it's probably the replacement for Dragonair, I suppose. It's always dicey with one-turn moves like Dragon Breath, where, like, you are either going to get a massive benefit by reducing the defense of your opponent, because your Dragon Breaths are going to go from, like, you know, going to get 1 extra damage every half second, which is just, it just adds up so much damage onto your opponent. Or you're going to reduce their defense and your Dragon Breaths will do no more damage. And as far as the fast attacks are concerned, it is literally going to change nothing. So like, obviously, and you know, part of debuffing moves is that you debuff and then you can dip out and someone else comes in to sort of take advantage of the debuff defense. But like at that point, chance, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about debuffing moves on one-turn mons. Because yeah, sometimes it is crazy. I know that there was some IV shenanigans I was doing on Lapras with Psywave that was like, oh, well, after... what was it after? Like after Malamar decreases defense or something? I don't know. I was looking at some odd tech. But I'm not a big fan of it, I guess. But yeah, I feel like it's more of a Lickitung buff than a Dragonair buff, in my view. But, you know, it is still very much a Dragonair buff, I guess. And then Parabolic Charge is the hard to Dene buff. Energy cost decreased, guaranteed chance to increase defense. Could be big. I mean, is the meta actually going to be ready for Dedenne? Like, there's obviously going to be a lot of waters running around. We have the Azumarill and Lapras still. There's going to be a little bit more Mud Boy, I think, would be my thought. Golisopod is going to be around even more. So actually, Dedenne is going to be, well, it's not even like going to be awesome into Golisopod. I don't think. Don't forget Belly Bolt. Yes, and Belly Bolt. But, okay. Something, it's like overall, so obviously we have to absorb all of these move updates as well. But as far as like the move changes, I think Fury Cut is the massivest one. Like this feels like it could be really big. Bug Bite could be big as well, although remains to be seen. Ember, if they super buff it, then it could be, you know, Ninetales is all of a sudden going to be, you know, proper. But as people have said here, and in my personal opinion, I don't think it's going to dethrone like Typhlosion as a fire type. So I don't know. None of these other ones, or Bullet Punch is going to be, you know, it's going to be big for the fighters, which feels like that isn't the typing that should be benefiting, but sure, I guess. And then, yeah, Crunch is going to be that big, and then Wrap on Guitar. So, attack availability updates. So, Power Gem on Goldengo, it's not that big a deal, I don't think. Lunala, it's not a great league, so I'm going to ignore it. Hex on Skeledirge, Incinerate's probably better. Poisoning on Beedrill could be big. It depends how things shake out. I think you're going to see Beedrill in a top 8, at least. We'll find out, though, I guess. Arbok with Poison Sting isn't going to be... It's not going to be good. Nidoqueen... Okay, I think the crazy thing about Nidoqueen is that it's now going to be... So, like, Nidoqueen is back, but it's Poison Fangs. Like, it used to be like, oh my gosh, Nidoqueen is so crazy. It's just, you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Poison Fang. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Fang. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Fang. Now it's like, with Poison Sting, it's like 5, then 4, then 5, then 4. Like, it's just even faster. Right? So that's kind of... It's kind of wacky. I don't know. I don't think its typing is as good into the current meta as it used to be. But it's still going to have really high potential with its ground damage. Ground is going to be big. Ground is already big, but it's going to be even bigger going into the next meta. Not only are you still going to have threats like Tinkaton and the Fires to hit with ground damage, but you're also going to see more Pokemon like Steels actually coming into the meta a little bit, which is going to make Nidoqueen even stronger. Fighters, which is also going to make Nidoqueen stronger because you resist the fighting type damage. I don't know. Nidoking isn't as good though. Power Gem might help Goldengo versus all the Master League Ice types. Like, yeah, I guess. I don't know. Like, obviously I'm not a Master League guy, but it just feels like that wasn't the big button that needed to be pushed to make it awesome, I guess. 5 to every Duron. I can see Earth Power Stone Edge with Poison Sting. Oh yeah, that's true actually. Yeah. That's an interesting set actually. Is that superior to Clodsire? Is I guess the question that comes to mind. Like, would you want to run Nidoqueen with that set, or would you just run the bulkier Clodsire? See, in my head, I'm kind of like, you might still go Clodsire. I don't know. Nidoking has Fury Cutter, which is still bad. Fury Cutter's not... Do you mean Nidoking is still bad with Fury Cutter, or Fury Cutter is still bad? Because Fury Cutter is definitely not still bad. Like, this is going to be good. This is Nidoking still bad. Yeah. Okay, I'm with you. 100% with you. But definitely not a Poison Sting guy. Like, you're running Fury Cutter on that guy for sure. Tentacle with Poison Sting, I actually think... When I first read it, I was like, oh wait, this is crazy. We did not need this. Because Bamboss, someone that plays at my local tournaments, has definitely crushed me in the past with Tentacle. I don't like it. But the difference, I guess, like, it worries me, is that if you're running Poison Sting, there's not a lot of reason for you to run Acid Spray. Acid Spray becomes a way more risky bring. Whereas in the past, if you're running Poison Jab on Tentacruel and you have Acid Spray, you're going to be boosting up your Poison Jab damage, which is actually really potent. If you're only Acid Spraying so that your like other nuke move can do more damage, like it's already a nuke move, so it's already going to do a lot of damage. So if you go Poison Sting, I think you have to ditch Acid Spray. And so then maybe you go like Sludge Wave, potentially. But it is going to be, it's not going to be the spammiest Pokemon, but I think it might be around a little bit more. There's potential that Electric actually gets a little bit of a pseudo buff through this meta, just with how much it's going to be able to target. And I'm really thinking of Lantern in particular. Lantern could be interesting. I don't know. Toxicroak with Poison Sting is odd. How many Poison Stings does it take to get to like Dynamic Punch? What's the single battle? I can't do this sort of when I first learned how to count moves, I was like learning the energy and stuff, but then I ended up getting lazy and defaulting to just learning the counts of every single Pokemon instead. 5 to every Dynamic Punch, and it has Shadow Ball. Okay. So it's got similar pacing to Medicham in terms of getting its Dynamic Punches off, but it's got Shadow Ball, which is probably a better coverage move for neutral matchups. Because who resists Ghost? Normal types, weak to fighting. Dark types, weak to fighting. Yeah, so I guess it's actually pretty good coverage. Obviously, you have to be scared of psychic damage. There's not a lot of psychic damage running around, especially when Psywave on Malamar. Malamar is getting sort of starting to be pushed out of the meta because of the bugs. And so all of a sudden you really just have to worry about Lapras. But with Lapras you have Dynamic Punch. How does that matchup go actually? If we just go PV Poke, let's say Toxicroak, and let's go Fast Move Custom. We give it Poison Sting. We give it Poison Sting, Dynamic Punch, Shadow Ball, and we match this guy up again. Oh wait, not Shadow. Whoops, and now I have to do it again. Custom, Poison Sting, Dynamic Punch, Shadow Ball, and we put in Lapras with Psywave, Sparking Aria, Ice Beam. Toxicroak loses by 3 turns because it needs to throw another Dynamic Punch and then do another Poison Sting to KO. And you just get Psywaved down. And I assume the Shadow Lapras is just worse, because regular Lapras is doing almost 5% of your damage every half second. Shadow Lapras is doing, it's the other side of 5%. It's a little bit more than 5%. So that's kind of, it's not where you want to be. You at least get to force a shield as the Toxicroak, and if you have 2 Poison Stings of energy, then you get to force 2 shields. Well, you don't even force it actually. If you've got enough energy to throw 2, like Lapras can actually tank 1. Well, Shadow Lapras, it's still, Shadow Lapras can tank 1, but with a few Poison Stings, you actually would KO Shadow Lapras. So regular Lapras is going to have the better matchup into Toxicroak, just because you tank the Dynamic Punch way better. Dynamic Punch does 75% of regular Lapras's health. It does 90% of Shadow Lapras's health. So the Poison Stings, you can sort of take a lot more as the regular Lapras. Which is why I like, even if Toxicroak comes into the matchup and throws a Dynamic Punch and it lands straight away, Lapras will still be able to Psywave down. Which I think it might be like slightly IV dependent, but the fact that like the default sims have that is kind of crazy. But so Toxicroak, like maybe A, maybe nay. I think it doesn't have, like, there's so many Pokemon that doesn't make Toxicroak like god tier into, so maybe not. Maybe not. Scolipede with Poison Sting, not going to be a massive deal really. Raichu and Alolan Raichu with Surf, not really going to be a big deal either. Alolan Raichu, actually, there's potential. Like, it depends. If the meta goes in such a way that Electric is going to be good, then Alolan Raichu could be good. It's very feasible, but I wouldn't call it the likeliest outcome, I guess. is where my head's at. Then we have Celio. Celio with Surf. It's not going to be the move it needs. Galarian Meowth. They've got a... Oh yeah, that is what it looks like. I saw the Galarian Meowth picture and was like, wait, isn't that Berserker? But no, that is Galarian Meowth. Yeah, that's not going to be anything. Aron, also not going to be anything. I guess it's a Little Cup move. Leron and Aggron. Now, Metal Sound is going to be doing more damage. Aggron, you could already run as a damage guy with Smackdown. Leron, I mean, it shows up in my auto-rect battles, but that's about it. Without seeing more evidence, I wouldn't assume that these guys are going to pop up. Delmise is a weird one, because it also gets... What else does it get? It gets Wrap. So you've got Metal Sound Wrap on Delmise. And what is it? Grass and Ghost? So it's like a Trevenant Pokemon with Wrap and Metal Sound. I don't see what we're doing here. I don't know what we're cooking. What are we cooking? What does it do? Like, what are we accomplishing with this Delmise? Is it bulky? I don't really know Delmise's stats. Delmise? Let's say, okay, versus Lapras. Actually a similar defense to Lapras, but way less HP and way more attack actually. So let's look at like, okay, it's got less attack than Gengar. I'm trying to think of what could be comparable. Decidueye, Typhlosion. Okay, it's actually got more attack than Typhlosion. So I don't think it's a very bulky Pokemon, to be fair. Riblet, yo! Welcome in, Devon World Champion. How's it going, legend? Yeah, worse than Trev. Yeah, it seems that way, and I don't think that Metal Sound Wrap is kind of crazy. I guess like with a high attack stat, like the Metal Sounds might do a little bit more. You throw the Wrap in there, it's going to get the defense drop. Maybe you're just fast moving down stuff, but like, yeah, I don't know. I would need to see someone run it proper to believe in Delmise. And then Berserker gets Metal Sound as well. I mean, maybe. I don't think so, though. Vroom and Revavroom, I don't think this is going to be their big meta breakthrough. The Palm Trio. Thundershock is an improvement. It helps. I don't know. Delmise has Shadow Claw and Astonish. Doesn't need Metal Sound. I see. Great. Wait, are you talking about Delmise? I assume you're talking about Delmise, but I could be wrong. Yeah, it's got Shadow Claw Astonish. Yeah. So yeah, Lickitung, kind of crazy. I don't really get it. Milotic also has Wrap. I don't think that's going to be Milotic's big star. Well, actually, maybe we shouldn't be too quick to judge, because it will have Dragon Tail Wrap. How many Dragon Tails to a Wrap? Melodic. I can't type. Melodic. So Dragon Tail generates 9 energy every 3 turns, which isn't awesome. to be completely fair, because I guess, you know, Dragon Tail is getting you, you know, it's more of a damaging move, I suppose. And then charge moves. Wrap is Wrap 40? Wrap is 45 energy. Oh yeah, so it is straight 5s. Yes. I went through this same train of thought, buddy. This is a hype waiting room. True, we haven't... Oh no, we did get there. Yeah, I guess we're looking at Scissor Up. I sort of forgot that it didn't get a specific shout out. Yeah, it's going to be a hard one to use, I think. Like, I'm just thinking back to when everyone was like, dude, Shadow Glade is going to go crazy. And then we never saw Shadow Glade. I was like, I ran it, and it was like, oh, it turns out, like, even though you can get to moves in, like, 3 moves, it's just still not awesome. Delmise getting Wrapped, nah. Fly on the Galarian Birds and Lugia is, like, this is a good move for Lugia. Like, strict. Lugia is clapping its wings together. The birds, like, it does help, I guess. Like, Galarian Moltres. I saw somewhere that, like, a neutral fly does just as much damage as a super effective ancient power. So it's sort of, why wouldn't you drop Ancient Power in search of Fly unless you're just an RNG dice roll fanatic and you just want to throw away a lot of your Galarian Moltres matchups just in case of the boost. Yeah, I know it gives the boost, but I've run Galarian Moltres a little bit back in the day and I almost never got the boost. Well, I have less gambling, we can have more gambling. You know what? You've sold me. Let's go all in on Ancient Power. Forget about Fly. Ditch. And you get to keep Brave Bird so that you have the potential to, like, you know, you're gambling on whether your opponent shields or not. It's the ultimate mine. What more could you want in life? Matang with Fury Cutter, Metagross with Fury Cutter. Brave Bird for Turbo Gambling. Exactly, we're on the same page. Now, Metagross, I think so this is something that this unlocks, I guess, is Dynamax Metagross with Bug move. Whatever the max bug move is, I guess Metagross has that now. So there's that. I don't think it's gonna be that good PvP wise. Well, maybe Master League, I guess. Well, definitely Master League. It's not Great League. But Matang has shown up for Great League stuff. I know it was at the top of, like, not the top, but it was like very high on some people's custom PvP poke rankings for the new meta, which is kind of crazy. Kind of wild, to be honest with you. Do I have a Matang? Do you have a Matang? Let's Matang check real quick. Where is... Why can't I see... Oh, there it is. Yeah, that's Matang check. Actually, I also need to catch Pokemon, and I'll tell you why. Because... Let's just... Whoops. Okay, so... I need to catch Pokemon for the Go Pass. Because I need to get to tier 100 to get that Yveltal that I can mirror trade with someone. And there are only 5 days and 15 hours left, and it's getting tight. Because in 5 days, you can sort of get, like, you know... Your daily task gives you 100, so that's 5 levels, and you need 15 more. And out of these, like, this is the final week. So out of the final week, you can get another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.5. Plus 5 gives you 13.5. I still need like 7 more tiers. On this one, you get 250 points a day, so that's an extra 2.5 per day. So you can get there, but I need to, like, you know, I need to hit my stuff. So I actually did just hit the daily, I think. But yeah, so I'm actually going to need to, like, go out and play tomorrow, I think, and sort of just knock off a bunch of these so that I can actually get your Yveltal. So go play the game. Oh, I missed a day because I was on the plane back from Durban. I just missed a day. It was like, oh, that's all those points just gone. Oh. Fury Cutter Metagross way better for max battle. Yeah, I agree. Do your raids. I did this task completed. The only weekly task that I've completed is do a raid. I'm a legend. I did it on the way back. I think I did it in, like, Dubai airport. No, I did do it. I did it in Dubai airport. I was like, oh wait, I can tick off a task here. But yeah, so I'm in a catching mood when the Pokemons do appear, I guess. But regardless, you know. And also Cleavor is getting Fury Cutter. I don't really know if Cleavor is that good, to be fair. little unsure on. I don't know what Cleavor stats are. Does anyone have any, like, Cleavor thingos? Points of reference for Cleavor is worse than Crustle? Well, he's a worse Crustle. Fair enough. I'll stick with Crustle then. Only benefit is that it gets Air Slash. To be honest with you, I don't think Air Slash is going to be that awesome in current meta. Why did we swap into Azumarill? 3, 4. We're just going to give them the chance at the Crunch debuff, I guess. 8. Do they swap? They're not swapping. I think they're at 9. Sludge Bomb! Oh. I hate GBL. What are we doing? Why are we running Sludge Bomb? I know why we're running Sludge Bomb. For, like, these exact scenarios where it's like, well, obviously they don't have Sludge Bomb. Obviously they're running Aqua Tail Crunch, and then they don't run Aqua Tail Crunch. And then I have to... Yo, Spud! Sneaky Matang check. Somehow I got a rank 1. Also, I forgot to Matang check. I forgot to Matang check. I got distracted. I have a rank 18 Shadow Matang. Alright, we'll check. Well, they're just going to shield this Drapion. We'll see. Do we just put it all on Lapras? Surely we'll have a rocket event soon. Okay. Wait, I think Matang was one of the Pokemon that I was like, no shot, right? Oh no, I think it was one of the Pokemon that I was like, no what? I was literally trying to spend, I literally spent all of my TMs. Except for one. To just like make new shadows. Because I have not hit 0 TMs, like in ever. Since I've started this game, I've never been on 0 charge TMs. And we don't have Ice Beam, so GG's. But I actually like got all the way down just in case Pokemon were going to be good for the next season, you know, for Worlds. So I was like, well, and so I think Matang is one that I did not prep. Yes! Let's go! Yes! Oh, this is huge. Well, isn't that awesome? The only reason I remove Frustration is because it hit 1500 exactly. If I did not have a Matang that would hit exactly 1500, I would not have removed Frustration. And thanks to that, we have a Frustrationless Shadow Matang, baby. Yo! And I'm not going to build it now because I am relatively low on dusts. But let's go. Yo, Missing Go with a big grade of 19. Welcome in, Missing Graders. Hope you're doing well. Let's hit that shout out command. This is first stream back in quite a while, chat, because I ran off on some errands. And by some errands, I mean I went off to South Africa twice to get championship points and qualify for the Pokemon Go World Championships. Woo! Let's go. Welcome in, gamers. Hope the stream was well. We've just been well, we did a little bit of a review of the sort of meta update, I suppose, and I thought that I would not have a Shadow Matang with Frustration removed, but it was my lucky day because I had one sitting here. A long way to PvP. I won't even go to the city. Yeah, dude, I've been coming to Sydney constantly, and you won't show up. You live there. But look, it was my path to qualifying for Worlds. I took it and it worked. So happy. Look, I look forward to competing at Worlds this year for the first time. I will not do well. My expectation is going 0-2. If I win a round, that I'd be stoked. Because do I deserve to be there talent-wise? No. Did I basically just scam my way in? Yes. But it is what it is. How much does this cost, by the way? I'm not building it now because I can't afford it. Well, I can afford it, but it'll bankrupt me. 193k plus another 90 for the double move. It's going to cost 300,000 dust just to build the Shadow Matang. Welcome in, and no. I don't have that much dust. I need my dust for Worlds now. I've burned so much dust. I burned over 1 million. I think I burned almost like 1.5 million just for Durban. Which is kind of crazy because I built a Shadow Lapras for the first time. I built 2 Shadow Lapras, I think. Oh no, I had a Shadow Lapras already, but I built a second one. For specific IVs. I built a 2 Tinkerton. I built one for Johannesburg, and then I built a second Tinkerton that I didn't even use. I built a Corviknight for the first time that I did use. I built a... What else did I build? I built a new Shadow Drapion, which I also didn't end up using. I'll probably talk about it like later. I guess I don't want to give away the tech in before Worlds. I don't know. But I have a Drapion that hits a lot of matchups, and I built a second Drapion that hits some other matchups, and then I decided to go back with my first one because I expected those first set of matchups more. We need to teach you how to get dust. That is definitely my like worst apartment. Just catch this guy, right? Simples. Simples. I'm getting dust already. I also need Sierra. Is this how you get dust? Oh, I needed this one. All right, chat. We're doing this instead. We're doing our rocket battle because this is the last one I need for the special research. Turns out in Pokemon Go, just like in TCG, the best card is the credit card. Too true. I don't think it'll work as well next season. And so I've sort of said it elsewhere and I'll probably say it again. But this is... I'm sort of looking at this as my final sort of proper competitive season of Pokemon Go. Now, will I change my mind later? Probably. But at least like my current worldview, that's kind of where I'm landing. And then I'll just focus on like content and commentary from here. Oh wait, it's Sierra. We have to burn shields. Silly goober. Gigantamax is the secret to getting dust. Oh, I don't want to do G-Max raids. I tried to do one on the weekend and I like remote raided into a 34 person one because I was in South Africa and I wasn't doing any there. And we didn't finish it. It didn't work. Save it for post-worlds content? Yeah, we'll see. Yo, I have a rank 84 shiny Metagross and a rank 30 shiny Metang. Oh, poor cute. That's crazy. I mean, it makes sense that you would keep the shinies because why wouldn't you? Like, those Meteor Mash guys, like, you're going to keep them around, I guess. So I think that does check out. Grand Bull Gaming? Apparently it is Grand Bull Gaming. I didn't quite... Why is it Grand Bull Gaming? Why am I running Grand Bull here? Why? I'm not gonna question it. 75k per raid when done right? Wait, is that just like with Star Piece? Or do you have to like buy the ticket or whatever to like get Super Dust for G-Max thingos? Yeah, hi Debbie. Yeah, it's a work day. My stream days are Debbie work days. So that's generally how it works. Okay, we throw 2, then we throw Superpower, then we throw 2, and then we swap to Grand Ball. Star Piece ticket, 200 coin purchase at the end of. I'm not... No shot am I doing that for dust. Not only do I not want to pay for a ticket, but I also don't want to spend my coins on... Oh, whoops. Let's Rockside. Just built Shadow Malamar, running it as a Malamar / Dugong / Tink. Shadow Squid hits like a truck and now it's going to be hard to run next season. I know, it is crazy that they just dropped Malamar. Play Pokemon changed the rules so that you couldn't use it for weeks. And now Bologna is going to be probably like the only tournament ever that Shadow Malamar is like actually good for. And then instantly there's going to be a bunch of hard Malamar counters running around. It's kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. Charmer on screen, my spider sense are tingling. I went up like 2 to 3 million dust. Oh. You flew to SA for PvP? You're already spending. This is minor. Okay, yeah. But Missing Go. You have to think about how do you afford South Africa? It's by not spending on all the tickets and such. The money has to come from somewhere. It's not just, I'm not just adding everything onto the pile. I'm a very cheap guy. I don't spend on much at all. So that it enables me to go to South Africa. That's basically the strat. So like, yes, but actually no. Come and do my G-Max raids. I'm always in the last lobby with my crews of the space and always the people that are powered up. Mons, we had 145 check-in on Sunday. Yeah, but you can only have 40 people. And so like, so I dropped into a Sydney one that had 34 people and we failed. Pretty convincingly as well. This just strengthens the move to Perth arc. I'm not moving to Perth for G-Max raids. Not only do I not care about G-Max raids at all, in that I've only ever completed one, and it was while I happened to be in Perth for the regional, because we were standing on one. But like, it's just not a feature of the game that I want to hang out with. This is the wrong research. I wanted to do the rocket one. This one. Thank you. 1500 dust, we're rich. Pokemon coins are a rounding error in your flights. No, I'm not adding. The rounding error comes down. I'm saving it all. This is the money is being saved in all other facets to afford South Africa PvP. You need to be in better Sydney people ones. I guess we were smashing them. Oh man, even when we were like 16 people, we were smacking them. Yeah, I'm just bad at the game, I guess. We were smashing them 2 in Little Hotel. Yeah, skill issue, I guess. Last lobby usually only has 23 to 29 people. Always space for remoters. I also hate the idea of using remote raid passes for it. I think I was in an airport and I was like, well, hey, I can do this. Let's give it a go. I think there was also that limited cub foo research that you needed to do 3 max battles. I don't know. There was logic to it. But I don't expect me to ever spend remote... I think spending remote raid passes on, like, Dynamax is dumb. I think it's... Well, like, for me, it's dumb. Because I don't pay for raid passes. So, remote raid passes are in very short supply. And I'm not going to spend that short supply on, like, Dynamax stuff that is just like, you know, take it or leave it. That's just not how I'm going to play. It is dumb, but if you want dust, it's your shortcut. Oh, I don't know if I want a shortcut. I should have thrown one more bullet seed there, by the way. Morpeko! Uh-oh. That's not good. That's not good at all. Yikes. The Credilli matchup isn't actually that bad into Morpeko. I actually, like, head-to-head, more Credilli into Morpeko, I actually kind of think slaps. Let's shield the first one, no shield the second. Because we can tank it, but then they're going to get a third pretty quick, smart. So we no shield this one. Drinking water, hydrating without the prompt. It took me an hour and 11 minutes. That cup has been sitting there for an hour and 11 minutes without me even thinking about it. Got there in the end, I guess. Swap. I kind of have to shield, don't I? Oh, I don't wanna. Stay in, stay in, stay in, stay in. They stayed in! You goofy goober. Down goes the Pekko. In comes a Zoom Roll. Now we outpace a Zoom Roll, so they presumably swap and catch. Oh, they had a move. Oh, so it actually would have been... I forgot they had a move. Whoopsies. Okay, well now we just need to beat a Zoom Roll. And we can do that with Upper, it's easy. Easy peasy. Yeah, this is the Dubsky. They have 5 bubbles, but they're 1 away. Yeah, they have a player off, but it's fine, I think. I guess we go straight player off, and then we also straight Skull Bash, and then we get cute and go for the catch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I was counting. I goofed. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it, I swear. Oh, this works. 1, 2. This is fine. Because, yeah, we comfortably take a player off after the Skull Bash defense buff. And we just Sparkling Iron and we win. Yay! Yeah, so this isn't like a real team. This is just a team I was running. Like, this is literally the team that I used in my very last battle in Durban. I think is all we're doing. So it's like, well, it's sitting here, I guess. It wasn't like a cooked team or anything. Even though we are going to have a completely different... Well, it's not going to be a completely different meta in a few days. Okay, well... Chat, we are 1 hour and 14 minutes into this stream, and we just finished our first set. So... what does that tell you? That's the score, and that's the score. Top 3 Durban plays, baby! Yeah, this is it. We were just going through the meta changes before, basically. which wasn't really like the game plan. I mean, the title of the stream is Chats and Battles, so it's kind of like, well, it might not stay on topic, this one in particular. I have a terrible, terrible feeling, but, you know, you never know. Cleavor, man. Do I have a Cleavor? Oh, dust! Look, it's an Arcanine, guys. It's free dust. 2651? What the heck? Oh, whoops. I made a 10 CP team yesterday to complete my research to get my 3 candy and elite team. Oh, wait. Is that for the Go Battle weekend? Did I finish that? I feel like I did finish that. Yeah, I did finish it. I did finish it. Free dust if you catch it. Don't say that. Don't say that. Okay, now instant transfer. Bye. Bye. See you later. See, and we're already up to... Wait, how many... Oh, we still need to catch Pokemon. We still need to catch 14 Pokemon. Oh, man. Yeah, that's 14 today would be ideal. There's one hidden in here, I think. Oh, no, there wasn't. That was just Turtonator candy. How are we going to get 14 Pokemon? You did finish that. The 3 rare candy for your Tink. You're so right. I'll use my daily adventure incense. Then perhaps Pokemon will come to me. And I'll get that dust that I so desperately need. Look, it's a Lechonk. Yo. Oh, and we made 20 great throws. We're already bumping up. All right, let's just get 3 wins so we can get encounters. Daily Intense doesn't do a lot if you move. Yeah, I know that. I know. I've been doing it a bit recently. Like, being like, well, I'm not moving for the rest of the day. I may as well use my Daily Incense anyway. Meltan boxes spawn Meltans even if you're not moving. Meltan box! Now that's smart. You could be doing Meltan box. You're so right, King. Okay, Pidgeot's kind of spooky. 6, 9... Or throw an alignment, why don't you? Give him a free 3 turns. Ugh. You could have just thrown another Bullet Seed, my brother. That's the kind of ideas that make you a world champ. I tried to swap there, but it didn't work. When we start building your worlds team, mad respect if you do it 1 hour before list closure on 2 hours sleep. I expect to have it built well in advance. Well, I expect it to be built for me. I have to acknowledge that I'm not a great team builder anymore. Those days are long gone. I just need to copy someone else's team. Worked for me in Joburg. That's the Wildmetal Worlds. It's a thought. Like, so here's the thing. I'm very tempted to Wildmetal Worlds because it's like, well, I'm expecting to go O2, right? But at the same time, it's like, I do also want to give my best chance to try and get 1 win. So, Acid Spray. Getting in your last Acid Sprays before you have to go to Poison Sting Sludge Wave, huh? Fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, I guess I want to give it my, my best shot. Yeah, unfortunately, we're just getting taken down here. Petition for Devon Worlds 2025 to be a Melmetal meta. I mean, with double Iron Bash buff. We'll just let us... Oh, 2 extra moves? Lame. Surely they've got like Acid Spray Scald or something, and so they have to Acid Spray here. Right? Right? They wouldn't be running like Acid Spray Sludge Wave, would they? That'd be crazy. Acid Spray. I feel like they go for another Acid Spray. And then we swap. Then we go for 2 Bullet Seeds. And then throw. Hope they no shield. Well, I guess it works for us either way. Like, I don't mind that actually. Because we probably get a full farm down. Probably. Ooh, nice undercharge on that. Oh, really nice undercharge. This isn't terrible for us though. 3, 4. Okay. They've got a bone club. They're 1 mud slap away from the rock slide. They're going to get to the rock slide. Or they just throw the bone club. We shield anyway because we need to. Pretty bad. They did swaps. They're switch locked here. Tentacruel doesn't have a move. We haven't seen their third one, have we? Oh. Wow. It's probably a Psywave down Tentacruel though. Unless they're too healthy. Oh, they're too healthy. Oh, heck. No. Okay, be really weak in the back. Really weak in the back. Oh, wait, it's you! Yay! Oh, phew. Oh. Oh, easy done. Who was worried? No, I remember there was Pidgeot in the back. I was just tricking. I was expecting to go 0-2 and went like 3-2. Yeah, but you are better at this game than me. Like, you did actually qualify for Worlds. like, you know, through legitimate means. You know, I didn't exactly get into Worlds through sheer talent alone. You bringing that trophy home, manifest the ultimate win, dude. At some point, you just have to be realistic, man. I'm 25. The 25% of the people that go to Worlds go 0-2. 25%. That's huge. Do I think that I'm better than 25% of the people going to Worlds? No. No, I do not. So I think it's ludicrous to go in with an assumption that I will do better than 0-2. Now, I can go in with a hope to do. Like, I am not going in with a hope to go 0-2. I'm going to go in with an intent to do my best. I'll try and win as much as I can. But if I go 0-2, that's totally fine because it's totally expected. It's sort of like, what can you do? Team mirroring works. I did terribly in Melbourne with the team I built and went 1-2. Used 4 to my team for the Cup Sunday afternoon and won the thing. Saturday afternoon. Look, if you're not a good team builder, like moi, it's kind of like, well, you at least know it's a good team. But also, I appreciate Ash and Ash, like, you know, giving me the tips and tricks of telling me exactly how to run it. Like, all right. Like, I don't think I talked about it in detail on the podcast episode we did talking about Joburg. But like, he'd send things like, okay, if you're in the Azumarill matchup, you can actually just like 2 shield all the way through. And what you're going to do is blah, 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 blah. And he'd sort of run through like, okay, you can win this with 2 shields, but you'll actually probably want to go for 1 shield here just so you can get a bit of farm on this other Pokemon if they've got this on their team. And it's just very methodical and helpful. Now, like, you know, he left me with a lot of homework to do on my end. Like, he didn't tell me how to run every Pokemon into every Pokemon. He mostly just focused on Primate. And then I just filled in, and he gave me a few other, like, key bits. But, like, very helpful for me. That was so quick. This must be Sludge Bomb, right? What was the lead one again? Azumarill, wasn't it? Okay, well, Azumarill, we just win. I'm just banking that I don't have Stone Edge. What is this, Steve wearing blue? Yeah, I would never. It's like the color I wear the least. 1, 2, 3, 4. But 75% don't go 0-2? Yeah. It's true, statistically. Statistically, I've got great odds of not going 0-2. Yeah, alas, not quite how it works. Also, actually. Oh no, I was gonna, okay, here's the thought that went through my head. I'm gonna have like a pretty decent chunk of championship points on the whole. Like, actually, oh, you can look at the global leaderboard actually. We can just check, because I'm gonna be at 823 is where I'm gonna end up. So if we click on global. I mean, even I didn't go 0-2. Zeta, you need to, we are not the same. There's a very key difference. And that needs to be acknowledged. It's like if I have 832 points, let's say we jump to page 5. Okay, I'm above all of these. I'm in the top 100. Top 100 in the world. I was literally like, okay, so we're still missing like NAIC points, which is going to be quite a big jump for people. But here was my thought process. If my points go high enough, there's going to be some amount of people to get buys. Bugs Canada, thanks for the follow. Unfortunately, this is pretty much solidified. Like, if we're in like the 80s, there's going to be most of the people above me are going to be attending Worlds. I'm not getting a buy. Unless there's barely anyone that is like has to play first round, which is possible. But yeah, I don't think that's happening. It was a thought though. It was a thought. Yeah, one of us has 2 higher regional placings than the other. Dude, no, I'll save his. I got some very funny messages, but I'll save them for later, I guess. Yeah, man, I've only gone like top 3 in the last every tournament I play. Actually, is that true for all of Might and Mastery? No, because I played locals with Xerneas and Sork. Okay, but excluding the Sork locals and the Xerneas locals, even including locals, I think I've gone top 3 in every tournament I've played. It's just kind of crazy. Because in the locals in New Zealand, I came first in a cup and challenge, second in the other cup, and then third in the other challenge. And then obviously South Africa, I came second in Joburg and came third in Durban. Hey, that's pretty good. Unfortunately, well, we'll see. I'm gonna be playing one of the locals this Saturday in Sydney, the last local of the season, I guess. Not because I need the points, but I don't know. I guess get some extra reps in. I meant to click shield there, but I didn't tap it quick enough. Because now we're in this spot and this is tough. They're going to take me down in like 2 counters. And AIC will be interesting with a new meta. It'll definitely be interesting. I wish there were more tournaments, to be honest with you. Like, I personally don't actually like that it's so dry of tournaments, personally. Like the Worlds run-up, I mean. Hopefully they throw a move here instead of doing counter. No, they do counter. That makes sense. It's the best move. Another double ape. It's just stupid monkeys. You also got the rare experience of Yusei running full meta. Look, I assumed that Yusei was going for the block. Because like by me qualifying for Worlds, I have just directly stolen Yusei's invite. Like, Yusei was qualified for Worlds. Now I'm qualified for Worlds instead. Like, that's... So, like, the less points that I have, the more likely that Yusei would qualify instead of me, right? So, I think he was playing block. Go, Grassnut. Thought you were coming to Perth local this Saturday? I don't need points that bad. Yo, we beat Double Monkey. Tight. Yeah, it's weird how they don't do anything near NAIC and EUIC. Seems like a good time to have some tournaments around them. It probably like maximizes attendance, right? Like, people can only travel so much. And so it's like, well, I guess we want them to travel to our big event instead. To be fair, based on history, Yusei probably wasn't going to travel there, I guess. Yeah, I didn't ask him if he was planning on going. He didn't mention it in like his Twitter post about Melbourne or anything. But yeah, possible that he wouldn't go. Is it only one season that he's qualified? Oh no, it is only one, because it was whatchamacallit. Last season was the first one of the championship points. Before that, you had to top 2 a regional still. Okay. If you wanted to block, you could have arranged to sit in for me. Nah, I could have taken you down easy. Easy peasy. I was locked in on Sunday. Saturday, I wasn't as locked in, to be fair, but Sunday, I think I played pretty well. Nah, I'll say it in the thing. We'll shield. I see win potential. Yeah. He did say that he wasn't going, as I asked that question. Oh, he said he wasn't going. Oh, okay. So it's actually a very, 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 very good thing that I took the world's invite from you, say. Oh. Okay, it's just a pure win then. Well, thank heck for that. Everybody wins. Just run 6 Basti counters, Clunk will be stuck. New favourite Pokemon off that Clunk NZ guy. The Captain Ed, thanks for the follow, welcome in. Okay, we take the Icy Wind. They could swap out here if they really wanted. They do. Okay, this is a little tough. 3, 4, 5, 6. They're at 60 energy. Plus you're going anyway as a media person anyway. Yeah. I was like, I already had all flights and stuff booked for Worlds anyway. So it is also quite convenient on my end that, like, you know, I spent money to go to South Africa, but it hasn't increased my spend to go to Worlds, which is nice. Like, I was already going. 3, 4. They have a move. They try to go for the full farm down, which they can get. Thoughts on updates for next season? Yeah, we looked at that quite a bit before. What are my overall thoughts? I think it's one of those move updates that I really need to see it in action to get a proper gauge for it, because it's kind of a weird update in that there's Pokemon that all look like they could be good. Like, oh, you know, man, Fortress might be really good now. Or like, I think the only one that, like, I'm 100% like, oh, this is going to be huge now is Golisopod. Golisopod is going to be massive. Because it's already good, and now it's just going to be even better. And so, outside of that, though, I'm kind of like, oh, we'll see, I guess. There's going to be less Malamar. There's going to be less Claydol. We're going to see more other Mud Slappers. I'm cautious. I'm not immediately Endlicky come back as well, which we'll see how it goes, because I think that it might open the door up for Registeel to come back as well. We'll see. We Mud Slap Sidewave this down, and then what was in the back? Oh, they just top left. GG's. Would they have put you on the comms team this time, though? Oh, like commentary? No shot. No shot in the world. Were they putting on the commentating team for Worlds? Well, I mean, look, I'd love to, but it wasn't going to happen. Wasn't going to happen. Debbie explains it really well in her video. Yeah, Debbie did put out a video on the new meta as well, which you can check out over at youtube.com/DebbiePebble. Okay. I think Earth Power pacing is going to be scary on Nidoqueen. Like, I understand, but I actually don't think that Nidoqueen is going to be a big, ubiquitous meta Pokemon, to be honest with you. I think that there's so many other ground types running around, and not that much room for poison, that I'm kind of like, I don't know. I'm a little sus on it, to be honest with you. No shot, why not? Truth is, I'm not as good as the other guys. Like, you know, they've got way more experience. They've been able to, you know, improve a lot more than I have, for sure. Like, I know where I stand. I was sort of watching some of Portland, and I was like really paying attention to the quality of the commentary, and I've picked up a few things that I need to work on. In like, oh, I don't really do that, or like, oh, I could do that a little bit better. So I like, they're not going to put me on Worlds as the first official commentary either. Like, it's not going to be nothing to Worlds, I don't think. So, in a world, like, if we were ever heading towards a universe where that was going to happen, I think you would expect to see me on, like, an IC first. Or something like that. I would think. But, yeah. I'd love to. Let's make that very clear. I would absolutely adore the opportunity to, but we're not there yet. Yeah, we lose this one for sure. Yeah, Nido and Beedrill. Again, like, I just don't know that they're going to be that ubiquitous. I don't know. I'll send a strongly worded email to Big Pikachu. Yeah, I'd love the support, but yeah. I think there's a realism card. What about Tentacruel with Sting? Tentacruel is going to be interesting. If Tentacruel had a spammier move. Wait, does it have Surf? In the back of my head, I feel like Tentacruel has Surf. Does it? No. No, it does not have Surf. Yeah, if Tentacruel had a spammier move, then it would be like hardcore, like absolutely everyone should run this thing. But without, I'm not so sure. And like I should specify for like, you know, people who are new or have come in like from, you know, one of the other chats or whatnot, I'm much more of a show 6 guy than a blind 3 GBL sort of guy. So I very much think of things more in the show 6 sort of format. And when you've got other Pokemon that can sort of fill the same roles but are better, I just don't immediately like on the Nidoqueen front. There's other ground types that might be superior to Nidoqueen, and there's been some double ground teams that have succeeded quite recently, to be fair. But we'll have to sort of wait and see if there's actually reason to run Poison on your team, because at the moment, I don't know. The biggest fairy at the moment is Tinkaton, and Tinkaton doesn't care that much about Poison because it's got the Steel typing as well. Always remember, true. You've been in videos a short step, right? I think, look, being in the videos is very cool. I like being in the videos. But, and like, you know, I hope that maybe there'll be a video again this year. It would be nice. It would be very cool. But also at the same time, maybe they want to give other people a go, which is fair as well. So, you know, whichever way it goes. But, you know, at least keeps me around, right? Which is cool. Moltres with the Fly. Moltres with the Fly also gives more credence to Registeel. I'm calling it, guys, early. I think Registeel's coming back. 665 Scold got another Pokemon nerfed. Yeah, this checks out. Oh, they're in 5 energy. What about as a roving interviewer like Squagron, or was he doing other stuff before that for the IC? It wasn't his first time. I think he's done it before. I'm just thinking back to, like, he showed up in the Road to Worlds documentary, which was an IC, I think. It was like, what was it? Well, it was from the 2020... Oh wait, it was the 2024 season. Yeah, it was the 2024 season he did something. My ult that doesn't have my meta staples like Castform and Little Colo and is 400 elo higher than my main. Could be a coincidence. Oh, or it's telling you to, you know, ditch the Pokemon that everyone's hard countering in the actual Go Battle League. So then who do you think will be on the commentary team for Worlds? I mean, there's obvious guesses, right? Like this. There's some pretty obvious guesses. Speedy Butters, there's 2 obvious guesses. Any more obvious guesses? Okay. I think we Psywave all the way down and burn 1 shield here. Surf Caleb, also 2 pretty big guesses. Amanda, also very big guess. Like, there's some obvious guesses, right? I think Lou is like, Lou would be a crazy pick, because if she's casting Worlds, she's not casting Go. Like, do I think she's going to be on the Worlds team? Yes. Do I think she's going to be casting Go? No. No, I do not. It's not her main game. She'll be casting VG. Faux show. Health set for lads aren't casting. Yeah, so the usual people, lol. And like, to be clear, Rambo, like these are guesses that it's usual people, but I think they're pretty solid guesses. Like, it's kind of like duh, because they kind of just like. What is very true is that the more tournaments you cast, the more practice you get, the better a cast you become. And so, like, if you look at Speediest Chief, if you take like some of his casting from 2021 and you compare it to his casting now, like, you know, he's crazy good now. Not that he wasn't good before, but like the step up is massive as he's done more and more tournaments. It's like, you know, they're the usual people for a reason. They're not going to like have some crazy oddball as a first time Worlds caster after never casting before. I think Homeslash Henry's actually amazing at it. Yeah, and pretty new to the scene as well, right? Like to the casting desk in the grand scheme of things. I don't think Inadequance will be a caster as he'll be playing. I believe that as well. Again, I don't have any inside knowledge on who's casting or anything. These are just sort of, you know, the obvious guesses. Let's shield here. They gave us a free turn, which is nice of them. Wholesome also a big guess. Lads being Calvin Butters, yeah. It seems pretty likely. You'd put some big money on it. Also not named Henry. All the best casts use different names. H isn't casting, he's going as content creator. You could read into that sort of stuff as well. But, you know, you don't know how this stuff works. Like, maybe the content creator stuff got accepted before the Worlds casts got locked in. Like, Has Caleb got enough points for Worlds qualification? I don't think so. Last I looked, I don't think... Oh, wait, unless he got it at... Actually, he might now that he hit day 2 at Portland. I was looking before Portland, and I don't think he did. But actually, now, maybe he's got enough points. But he's qualified the last 2 years, right? And every time he decides that I would much rather cast than play. So like he'll claim his competitor swag and then he'll jump on the casting desk. Let's go for the Ice Beam here. This is going to be a misplay. Could be. Actually, no, I stand by it. It does save me a bubble getting to the next one. We're going to go Sludge. I'll tank a Sludge. Let's throw in an alignment. He creates content out of his casts. You mean Caleb? What do you mean Home Slice? Let's let this go. Homeslash tested the waters of being a name for it. Look, he got brought up to me when mine got leaked. Good, Butters cast with even off Caleb. Butters has casted a lot of things without Caleb, to be fair. I'm just here to bait the energy out from Skeledesh. Yeah, there's lots of casts that Butters has done that Caleb hasn't. Like a LAIC, Butters was casting. Caleb was playing, actually. Okay, we just shield and Psywave down, right? Surely. Now, the last 2 words of Clunk's message were censored for me? Name fraud. What the heck? Oh. Bing. My guesses are Butter, Speedy, Lou, Soph, and PhD. Don't remember the name. PhD. Alpha Phoebe? Thinks it'd be 5 forecasters and 1 interviewer. I cannot stress how much I believe you are wrong about Lou the Pikachu. Like, it would be incomprehensible to me. The blonde woman. Not DeFi. Oh, wait, PhD DeFi. Yeah, maybe you do mean DeFi. But yeah, no shot Lou is casting Go. She'll be casting VG. There's just no universe. Mr. Toxic Sheep, thanks for the follow. Yeah, I think the reason that I actually like went straight to DeFi is because I remember on a cast at some point, DeFi and Alpha people paired up, and DeFi said something to the effect of like, my co-caster actually has like a PhD. And then I think made a joke about it being in Pokemon or something like that. But yeah. Lure do VG. I would bet such a significant sum that she is not casting Go. And again, nothing to do with talent or anything. It is just like, if she's casting at Worlds, she'll be casting her main game, which is Go. Which is not Go. I mean, she was in the Road to Worlds documentary for VG casting and everything. So being that you're now giving up your creator pass to compete at Worlds, would you give up competing at Worlds to cast Worlds? 100%. Oh yeah, like in a heartbeat, I would drop competing for casting. No question. On the spot. Because again, like, my competing isn't going to be good. Like, I'm going to not perform very well at Worlds, which I'm very, very okay with. Like, getting to Worlds was the goal. Anything past here is just massive wins. Like, if I go 1-2, I will be stoked. I will be so stoked if I get to 1-2. Like, there's... so, like, if I was casting, at least I would be busy. And I think that's actually something that Caleb said. In that I think the first year that he decided to cast instead of compete, he was like, look, I can either cast and know that I'll be like, having fun doing stuff all weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Or I can compete. Maybe I go like, 1-2 and then like I'm done in 4 hours and then I just have to like hang out at the venue and like not just watch the other casters do stuff. And so he was like, well, I may as well lock in casting. And I 100% agree. But even more so in my point, like Caleb, obviously a much better player than I am. So like, yeah, I would cast in a heartbeat. Going to shop? Yeah, I've booked. Wait, no, that was in it. They don't have booking things for the shopping thing, I guess. But all competitors. Oh wait, no. Do competitors get a guaranteed hour, or they have to book, don't they? They get a guaranteed like booking though. Like you can book, but you still have to book. But also, like, they're not going to confirm that I've qualified for Worlds. Well, I'm not qualified to be qualified at Worlds until after NAIC, right? Because people can get points up to and including NAIC, and that is when the leaderboard will be locked in. Watch him win the thing now. I have two possibilities of how I could win Worlds. Possibility one, I work my absolute butt off to get like so good at the game in the next 2 and a bit months, which is sure, that's a possibility. Do I have a lot of other stuff I want to do in that 2.5 months? Yes. Like, I don't want to spend, in my head, I don't want to spend 2.5 months practicing for Worlds to potentially go like, like maybe I'll go 3-2. And like, that's an awesome result compared to what I would be able to accomplish now. But is that worth like ditching a ton of streams or YouTube videos or like things I want to do? I don't think so. I think it's not reasonable. So the other option is to pick a strategy that has a whole lot of luck involved. Like, go for RPS strategies, hope to just call every line and like call lines all the way through. It's not impossible. Not impossible. You never know. but you'll get the early access as a content creator. I can't be a content creator and a competitor at the same time. So to compete, I have to sort of, remove my content creator pass. So there will be no special treatment. So ready to remove your ETM body slam off Licky. Is it Elite TM? I know it's Elite TM on Licky Licky. But like on Lickitung? Is it really Legacy? I mean, it's been so long that it's relevant that maybe I just forgot, but I really didn't remember that. What was the why not in relation to? I said a few things that you could say why not to. Timeout strat all the way. Now that could be cool. I think a timeout strat is unfortunately going to be less viable at Worlds. Because in the new meta there's going to be more steals, I think. So unfortunately I don't think it's going to be as good, which sucks. Because that would be awesome. I would love to spend, like, I would legitimately enjoy spending time like studying and getting into the weeds of like how to do timeout strat as good as possible. That would be awesome. Number 3, be evil and do some things. Like, are we talking murder? Like, what do we mean? What about going around the Pokemon Center with Debbie? Yeah, unfortunately, me and Debbie are probably not going to the Pokemon Center together. Alas. Alas. But hey, it's good. Like, this is going to be on my 1 year competing at Worlds. I'm going to give it a crack. I'm going to go for it. The content creator competitor dichotomy. You're just not allowed to, Z-Tab. So like for any Pokemon event, so for example, if you... Yo, Spud, thanks for the Prime sub. Appreciate it. Also, very cool that it's like free on your end. So, yay! Thanks, Legend. So if you remember all the way back, which maybe you don't. Actually, you weren't really playing back then, I guess, to be fair. But like, Debbie got a creator pass for OCIC, but that meant that she was not allowed to compete. You can't be gifted stuff by the Pokemon company and then also compete. Because, it looks like favoritism and that sort of thing, right? So it's sort of like, they don't want to give special treatment to one competitor over others. So, yeah, I will not be getting, by competing, I'm sort of like barring getting any benefit, any creator pass, any free stuff, any whatever. From TPCI for Worlds. Horgazi! Thanks for the gifted sub as well. Appreciate it, Legend. I have 3... Oh my gosh. That's crazy, dog. I think 1 is wearing an analog watch. Very true. Which, that's something I thought about, and I would need to get a watch. 2 is be dodgy and minimize the app to extra store the Switch timer, which I assume gets you penalizing and competitive, but people still do in GBL. I've actually never really learned the insights of that, to be honest. I don't actually know how it works. An Emma with 100 corgis. Thanks, Ed. Oh, hype train. Choo choo. Chugga 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 chugga. That means I have to drink, right? Tinker time, that's not good. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is probably play rough. But I'm not shielded. Played some loser running Pex, Chansey, and Diggersby, installing all the charge moves in GBL. That is kind of gross. Kind of gross. Okay, there are 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe? We can throw 1 and throw. They're out of Hydro Cannon, but they have to shield if they want to throw it. Seven, 8. They can throw Ice Beam here. They threw on Tinkertons. They're Energy Drive. I'm going to shield. I think it's Ice Beam. It is Ice Beam. I think they're at 1, 2, 3, 4, Bye. Bye bye. To quote Mufasa. I was going to say the full name of the movie, but I don't remember it. Mufasa, a Lion King story? I don't know. I watched it on the plane. I watched like 9 movies on the plane. I watched almost nothing on the way over because I was focused on studying. But I watched a lot on the way back. Okay, oh. Okay, that's a rogue play on their end. We can't get to an Ice Beam on Azumarill, which means we just have to go into Lapras. I guess? Psywave down, maybe? We can eat a Shadow Ball, surely. Can we, though? Maybe we can't. Actually, we should shield here because we would rather shield here than shield Tinkaton. We can tank Tinkaton's moves better, so we know we shield the Shadow Ball. And then Psywave down, and then Tinkaton comes in. We got stolen a Stylewave from us, that's fine. Jeez, look, way to call me up. Just think you would have the World's 2025 badge on your Dracovids profile. Yeah, that's what I'm going for. I mean, yeah, it's going to be... I mean, I'm still waiting for my second place badge from Johannesburg because they haven't updated Johannesburg yet. I was in talks with Anakor. We're going to do it next week. We're going to add in South Africa stuff to Dracoviz. No, honestly, I'm not that smart to run a strat like that. Yeah, it takes legitimate talent to succeed, I think, with that sort of stuff. Like, specific study of that strategy. You can't just tell a good player, like, here, run this, and it'll go well, guaranteed. I'm hoping Wicked is going to be on the flight when I go over to GoFest. Probably will be. It was on my flights. Obviously, it depends who you fly out with. It was on the... Was it on all of my flights? Maybe not. It was definitely on some of my flights. 2277, eh? Let's plug in another 4-1. We're 3 sets in. I'll call them out. Kobusama. Don't know who that is. Oh, the player name. I see. Well, those talks, I want to see it now. Nah, I was just like... It wasn't like a fresh convo. It's something we've been talking about for a while, even before South Africa stuff happened. Hype train, choo choo, chugga 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 chugga, choo choo. Did they change the little because that little present that's 25 gifts next to Debbie's name is not an icon that I've ever taken note of before. I thought that they've changed like the gift sub icon thingo, but no, it's just a completely different thing. It's a different graphic for gifting 25 subs, I guess. There you go. Nah, stalling via minimizing the app isn't a lot of skill. Oh, yeah, I meant stalling. Like, as in timeout strats. Not just stalling in general. Like, chancing. I'm a BA girly through and through. British Airways? I don't know if I've ever been on British Airways. I've been to Britain, not on Britain Airways. They have a good snack box in the galley. Yep. Fair enough. I mean, I like the Qantas snacks. The Emirates snacks on the way back from Dubai sucked. There was cheese cracker things that I didn't want. And then there were these, some sort of popcorn number that was like very unfilling. It was like, I literally grabbed like 3 bags in 15 minutes because I was like, I'm starving. If this is the only sustenance I can attain, then I guess we're gonna have to cram some down. So when she came around with like the bin bag, I was just like, well, here's my 3 popcorn things that I took. Emirates bougie? I mean, British Airways ain't flying Sydney to Dubai, I'll tell you that much. You got 2 main options and it's Qantas and Emirates. Actually, no, the Emirates flights are usually partnered with Qantas. I want to know how sus the South African Border Patrol thought you were coming into the country for 4 days, then leaving, coming back like 3 weeks later. Yeah. It's like when the security person, like, they grab your passport and you're like, you know, they're like, oh, what are you here for? And I always just say holiday. Because it's just the easiest. You don't really have to explain it. And then she was like, oh, how long for? And I was like, oh, like 2 days. And you just sort of see it hit them and they're like, well, I guess I can't judge, but like at the same time, it's like, there's got to give some pause for thought on that one. Like, I'm sorry, what? You've got an Australian passport. You're coming on holiday to a different continent for 2 days. Excuse me? And I said, lady, I've got to get back and do this stream. Because also my laptop wouldn't, well, I didn't have the correct well, no, I had the correct converter for my PowerPoint to charge the laptop, but it wouldn't fit in the, like, the plug was behind like extra plastic that stuck out, and my laptop charger couldn't get through the plastic. My phone charger could, laptop charger couldn't. It was very annoying. Very, very annoying. Grrr. Debbie will have snacks for next time. Wait, you're coming to South Africa next time? I kid. I do not plan to go to the next South African tournament. Again, competitive plans are kaput for now. Definitely not going to South Africa to like try and get points and such. That's especially because I think it's going to be way more popular from here on out. Like, I just think it's going to get bigger, and I think that getting points is going to be way, way harder next time. Acid spray, no shield. Now we skull bash. Get our defense back up. Tight. If you need numbers, sure. Thanks. Hey, I'm going to Jersey for literally 72 hours. Honestly, a mad trip. Yeah, it's like, hey, sometimes that's how it goes. I'm very used to that sort of travel. GG. So we're not seeing you head to the United Kingdom to play for South Africa at the World Test Championship Final. I definitely know what some of those words mean, but no. You will not see me playing sport. Thanks to the casters. We got a different set of casters now. It's the VG casters that we're thanking. Wow, how times change. VGC get everything? They didn't get a full stream, unlike Pokemon Go, to be fair. They probably will get Lou the Pikachu, though. Alrighty. 6, 9, 12, and throw. Charge attack priority. Or they have 13. It's going to be like that for 6 months unless you cast Devon Worlds. No, I'll probably turn it off, to be honest with you. Charge attack priority is. But also, Devon Worlds wouldn't be on this channel either. 3, 6. Now they do at pace on the second one. Oh, they try and get cute. I wish I threw Rock Slide. Rock Tomb. I honestly imagine going into NA these days for like 4 to 5 days, and you say it's a Pokemon Go, they totally understand. I'm a 90s kid. Yeah. I mean, like, that's kind of just the vibe. I think lots of people do that sort of thing, to be fair. I reckon you'll think, I need to turn it off and then forget every time. Nah, that doesn't sound like me at all, man. That's not a me thing to do. You don't know me at all. Let's... I shouldn't have shielded because they just get a move. Oh, we actually get in. Nice. In before he changes the thanks to the casters to thanks to the Pokemon with 4 random Pokemon. You never know, I guess. Really? Catch the move, buddy. Yeah, I got a blank look when I say I'm here to play the Pokemon Go event in the city. I don't hide it from like people in the real world anymore. Like, I'm pretty open about, you know, what I'm doing to anyone that, like, you know, is asking what I'm going to said country for, except for border security. Border security is the one spot where I just simplify it right down and I say I'm here for, you know, a holiday. That's it. Not because I think I need to lie, just because I think it just saves a lot more questions. Okay, we get farmed down here, which is annoying. We're not in a great spot, to be honest with you. We need to hope that they instant throw, I guess. They instant throw, surely. They're not instant throwing. 3. Okay, we're still getting an advantage out of the Lapras swap in, to be fair. 187X, thanks for the follow. Such a small username as well. Must have been in early. Yeah, we do get a slight advantage from that. And now we have to hope that there's acrobatics and not energy ball on this jump off. Let's no shield the first one. Jokes. Oh, it is energy ball. Okay. Yikes. Let's go for our proper timing. Not that we're going to get to another... Like, they will get to 2 energy balls before we can get to another ice beam. So... we just need to hope that we can bubble down. Like, we still need 3 more bubbles. And they can get a full energy ball out of that. I felt that when we landed in Hawaii Customs. You with him? The one with the Pikachu bag? What do you mean? Steve isn't forgetful. Don't check anymore. I just got distracted. Oh, wait, we live! Oh, the game's too easy. Night on border security, South Africa. An Australian comes in for a holiday. There's only 2 days. For the second time in 4 weeks. Less cavity search is what you mean? I don't think they're going to care that much about someone that says they're doing Pokemon, to be fair. But, you know. Phone disconnected. Oh, man. Thank you. I couldn't see it on my screen because I had the leaderboard up instead. Oh, boy. Oh, I won. I survived an energy ball. Should always no shield the first. It can debuff. Oh, true. And their attack drops. Yeah, no, you're so right. Very good point, Obel. I guess my thought process was that if it's an energy ball first up, then they can probably just go for 2 aerial aces and get me. If I no shield it. So I was like, Phone disconnected counter 1 that you've seen. It's been more than that. Actually, I think we're at max 3. I kind of want to say 2. Debbie clearly gave off designated adult vibes for you. My friend Abby gives off the same energy for me. Ooh. Caught. Alright, really into Toxpex. Not good, not good, not good, not good. Bad. Even. Okay, they're firing off energy, which is fine. Poliwrath. Who's running Poliwrath? No shield, please. I'm just a wee little Lapras that only has Sparkling Aria and Ice Beam. You don't want to shield against little old me. Dang. Heck. Heck. Oh, we can't get through this. I don't even know if that's a win con. Toxapex in the back. People with me always get the I'm so sorry look. Usually once I start talking and making jokes. Hey, I've been through airport security with you. We went through Buenos Aires together. It's like with me having Pokemon stickers on my suitcase. You don't keep your suitcase for long. At some airports, no one ever sees you with the Pokemon suitcase. It's like, that's it. They should have clicked on the move at least. But yeah, unfortunately, I think we're still in a lot of trouble. Do we go for grass on a rock tomb? Like, in this scenario, let's shield Brian. Let's go for a rock tomb first. Oh, wait, a Azumarill. I already tapped the move, though. Oh. Oh, no. Okay. Hello? Okay, we can tank one Ice Beam, right? Oh, this isn't bad. This is bad. Okay, we catch the Ice Beam, surely. Difference is Abby is younger than me, so it makes it funny. Hydro Pump! Holy. Oh, we should be throwing here. What are we doing? Wait, I don't know which is better. Probably Play Rough. Yeah, my jokes are inversely proportional to the number of guards with guns around. Fair enough. It's looked at the Sims incredibly beats Tox specs in all evens. Oh, the game is lagging really badly? Really? It looks fine on my OBS. Okay, no, there's a little bit of stutter in there actually. It is an OBS problem in that it is not, like, my screen, like my phone looks fine. It doesn't look, I wouldn't call it really badly, at least what I'm looking at on my OBS. Like, slightly noticeable, but not awful. I can replug. When you throw, we can see a fast move or two come through before you go into the charge move, for example. Oh, no, I am seeing that. But, like, that's... Yeah, no. Okay, right. Yeah, I'm with you. That is happening. But that's not, like... The game isn't wrong. Like, that's normal, in a sense. Like, the delay is that it's delaying to going into my charge move. Like, when I click the charge move, they should get a full fast move anyway, right? Well, lovely drama in the Unite scene for Oceania with the winning team doing the whoopsie and having two people that wasn't in the country when regionals happened. Oh. Wow. Is that... What does that mean? Does that mean anything? Or is it just like, oh, well, they got through, too bad. Does that mean we qualified? Yeah. Debbie beat me to it. Dang it. Even word for word. Dang it. Well, great minds, I guess. What does that tell you with how much time we've been spending? What happens if Debbie and the Pebbles qualify for Worlds by default? It would be awesome. Can you do both? You cannot. I'd probably play Go though, because again, I'm never qualifying for either ever again. I don't know what I would do. I would probably qualify for Go. We would need 11 other teams to be disqualified before that happens. Yeah, bring the sub in. Yeah. I think that's how it would go. But then, like, it's also more fun to be part of the team. So, I think I would have more fun playing in the Unite one than the Go one. So, I don't know. I do not know, to be honest. Playing through Giovanni? Oh, is he around? Guess not. Or maybe he flew away. As in, like, just in general, am I planning on getting Shadow Dialga? Absolutely. Like, 100%. Okay, I think I need a water refill and a quick loo break. So, I will be right back. Thank you for the patience for people that stick around. I'll be back in, like, you know, 2.5 minutes, probably something like that. Okay, BRB. Oops. Muted. Yo! Alright. What? Alright. Oh no, wait. Oh no. Wade said to play 1 minute ad, but I can't click it because I just clicked the button. What's the cooldown? I don't know what the cooldown is. No. Okay, well, I'll just have to click it as soon as it's available. I'm sorry, Wade. But also, hi, Wade. Okay, I've missed so many messages. What is going on? Jayfreeze, thanks for the follow. Hawkosy, thanks for the gifted sub as well. We could go to the Pokemon Center together. True, if we were competitors. Never played Unite before. Send me in, coach. Spud, that is basically where we were at when we started playing. We still haven't won a match. Debbie can buy a Shuckle plushie. They do? Well, I have had one in previous years, I guess. Oh, did Snorlax run away? Oh yeah, because otherwise I would have said I caught it. Thanks for letting me know. Starmie for the tree. True. Is there any chance my rare Great League eligible Delmise has any play? No. Next question. Whalmer. This is a Whalmer here to say that remember to follow the stream if you enjoy the content and don't forget to subscribe to my platforms. Thanks, Whalmer. Thanks, Ed. Share stream. Let's go. I had to pee. And also get more water. I'm going to assume they're going to catch it. Ah, nice try, gamer. Can't fool me that easily. Thanks to Debbie for making Steve fix the subs getting ads issue. Thanks, Donesh. Yeah, whoopsies. Whoopsies. Turns out I needed to click a button. Sponge running Debbie the Pebbles. Let's go. We had Taj coming in. Like, Taj is, like, so new to the game. Like, he was playing a fair bit, to be fair. Like, he was really putting some hours in. But, like, he was brand new to the game. In the lead up to the regionals and stuff. Which is awesome. Okay. They get a Bone Club off here, which I think we just... Do we shield? Because if we shield... we'll let it go. Oh, they try and catch a move again. Not happening, muchacho. What's that for? No, do we do? Snowy Castle meta coming back. Guarantee. Guarantee. Just hope that Ember like isn't that good. Let's go for Ice Beam here. Actually, they're not gonna no. I think they're gonna no shield their Dunsparce and save their 2 shields for Marowak. So maybe we shouldn't have gone for the Ice Beam. We should have gone for Play Rough. Because I was only really going for Ice Beam to maybe save me 1 single bubble. Yeah, it didn't work. Well, I think it works anyway, actually, because 2 Ice Beams plus the bubbles probably does the trick as well. They win Charge Attack priority here, which is fine. Because I actually kind of... Let's get energy on Cradilly. Let's get Cresselia with Cradilly. Oh, I tapped the move. That's fine. This doesn't KO, so I'm actually fine weakening this down. Then we hard swap. We both hard swap. They're going to hard swap into Marowak. We click Grass Knot. They shield. We click Grass Knot again. They shield. Or they decide they have to call a move and they lose on the spot. Okay, we go again. If they try and call it, they lose on the spot. Okay. Oh, we're 4 away though. 12 turns and they were... Oh, they've lost. They lost. They goofed up. They needed to throw before we hit the Charge Attack priority point. Because they've waited this long, I guess because they wanted energy for Azumarill as well, we like get Charge Attack priority, we sneak our Grass Knot in before they get to their second move, and all of that extra energy on Marowak just goes bye-bye. And then it's just Dunsparce in the back. GG, trainer. GG. So many grounds and jump offs. Yeah, but I mean, what's coming into the meta, right? So bugs are coming into the meta, which like I guess Snowy Castle is fine into. Like it's not terrible. Fortress of the Rock Tomb is a little spooky. Gligar's coming back in, which is great for Snowy Castle. Like that's brilliant for Snowy Castle. Might be Aurora's meta, to be honest. Ice for ground, rocks for fire. That's true. I mean, look, we've known this the entire time that Snowy Castle has been in the conversation. Its lack of a coverage move is really what is holding it back. Okay, Azumarill is great for us. Okay, Skeledirge. Hello? Hello? Okay, we throw one thing out. And then I'm going to swap into Azu. And our timers are desynced. Nice catch. Oh, true. We've been running Azu the entire time. Hang on. Okay, this is Wade's fault. I can click the 60-second ad button, so click. I assume that like anyone that subbed doesn't get hit with it though. So it's actually just kind of a Rich punishing the... It's a punishment for not subscribing. That button is so much funnier now that like the no ad things when subbed works. That's awesome. Okay, what even are we doing? What did I have in the lead again? Cradilly was good into it. Oh, it's Azumarill. Okay, Lapras is also good into Azumarill. So let's just go Cradilly. We get a Bullet Seed down? No, we don't get a Bullet Seed down. We shield though. Annoying. Sad. Well, off to my summer house for a long weekend. Take care, everyone. Have a good one, Thomas. Enjoy. Sounds like it should be a good weekend. See you on the other side, I suppose. Imagine not subscribing, am I right? You can't watch these intense as you play. Exactly. Why won't they let us run multiple Castform forms? No. This is so sad. I want to run the Brendan Tarn multicast form team. This Sunny cast form has Ember, right? Does it? Oh, it's Gastrodon in the back. That makes sense. Do we shield in Skull Bash? No need to shield. It does? Hey. Oh! I grazed the bike. I think we're fine. Let's play Reckless. It's not that reckless. Unless. It's enough. It's enough. I'll post picture in the Discord later this evening, please. It does. Yeah. Normal cast form lead, Sunny and Rainy in the back. Where does Snowy cast form go? Another 4-1. Holy, are we cracked at this game? Wait, that's 3 4-1s in a row. Wait, we're actually climbing. What's going on? Wait, this is a random team of 3 that I just ran in my final battle in Durban. This isn't like some GBL team. It's just a 3 Pokemon. What the heck? What is going on? Where are we at now? We're at 23-21. Let's go. Let's update our little thingy. Oh, what do I do? Cancel, discard changes. Heck. Yo. Also, congrats on Worlds, my gamer. Thanks, Wade. We did it. They said it couldn't be done. They said, Steve, you're such a moron for not just playing Melbourne. And I say, yes, I am. Very funny way to qualify. It didn't take 0 talent. I just had to beat, Mike Chen. Which he's a very good battler. 2300s, eh? Where does it go from here? But thank you, Wade. Very cool. It's very cool. I did not expect to ever be qualified for Worlds. Well, actually, that's a lie. After the 2024 season, where you had to hit 250 CP to qualify, I was like, oh, next season I'll actually go for it. Like, next season I'm going to go hard and I'm going to go for wherever the CP number lands. And then obviously they changed the system and it was top 10 and I was like, oh, well, I'm not going to be top 10, so I guess I can't qualify. RIP. Charge like priority. It's fine. We shield this and then throw our move and then we throw 1, 2, 3 and then swap to a zoom rule and catch the Bone Club. That is our plan. Snowy's coaching from bench. Snowy Cast Form is the one that appears if you get that glitch where Battle Bill face 4 in 1. Oh, whoops, I goofed it. I had a plan, I didn't stick to it. I don't know why I didn't stick to it, I don't know. I was reading chat, I guess. So sad they'll never give Snowy another move. The run to the family. What? Wait, why not? Why won't they? Does it not have like other moves? Like this? Surely it has other moves, right? I was stressed watching the bracket. No. It was like, I might end up talking about this more tomorrow because we're probably recording G'day Battlers tomorrow. Which also, I realized that I must have missed a message from NM like ages and ages and ages ago about like cleaning stream tomorrow. In that we're probably recording G'day Battlers in the spot where a stream would go. So like I'll stream tomorrow because I'm still unemployed for another 2.5 weeks. So I've got time. I'm recording 2 podcasts, probably 2 YouTube videos, and doing a stream tomorrow because I've got nothing else to do. Well, I'll go to the gym. Might see the grandparents. I've got time. Yo, welcome in the massive raid, 59 viewers. Welcome in, gamers. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for popping by. This is a little bit more of a low-key stream today. We're just catching up. I haven't streamed in a few weeks because I've been out traveling, getting championship points, qualifying for the World Championships, which is pretty cool. But we're back. So I didn't actually say it yet on this stream, but it's probably going to be daily streams for a bit. I'm not going to say I'm not going to stream for the entire 2.5 weeks that I'm off work, but I'll probably stream a lot of those days. Like a lot of those days. There's going to be at least 2 weeks of streams going on between now and when, a job restarts. So there's going to be a lot of streams going on. It's not all going to be at this time. A lot of them are still going to be at this time just because it's a pretty natural time for me to stream. But, there's on days that when I'm busy in the evenings. For example, tomorrow, because we're going to be recording the podcast probably in that more evening-ish time slot. If I want to stream tomorrow, we just have to do it earlier in the day, which is fine. I can do that. That works for me. Also, my scroll thing not working is... Also, the mouse is not working now. What is going on? There we go. Okay. Hang on. Hold. We can win this. Easy. Do we ever move? Oh, they just top left. GG. But yeah, it was very cool to come back to the Discord chat after, progressing through a few rounds and sort of, seeing everyone, following the bracket along and, being so excited for me. It was very cool. I liked it very much. I appreciate it very much. The support was very much appreciated. Put a smile on my dial. I'll take a podcast episode. Yeah, because it's also a bit of a back-to-backsies, because we literally recorded a podcast episode last week. So we're going to, we've got a lot to catch up on, to be fair. A lot to catch up on. We haven't even talked about me going to Auckland, but that was weeks ago now. So podcast, a live stream podcast. I don't think we're going to do live stream podcasts. Maybe at some point, but it's not in my immediate. The thing is, so there's obviously pros and cons. Maybe I should actually come back to this one at a later time because I know that I'm falling behind on chat. Put a pin in this one. I have solid opinions on this. Well, I have a specific take, I guess. Drown is in the content. He needs income. Guys, for 2.5 weeks, I have no source of income. Please, this is all I have. I need to pay off my South Africa flights. Worlds ain't cheap. Is there a cleaning stream planned? Okay, so I need to do a cleaning stream. I hit the cat this morning because in the lead up to South Africa, I focused only on South Africa. In the lead up to Melbourne Regionals, I focused only on Melbourne Regionals. So there's been no time for me to set aside and just clean storage. So my storage actually got full yesterday. So I actually do need to clean. So there does need to be a cleaning stream soon. Real soon. What was the lead again? I don't remember. So I think, because Debbie also needs to do cleaning. So if we weren't doing the podcast tomorrow, I think the obvious thing would be doing it tomorrow. But seeing as she seems kind of busy, Tamaz. I don't remember her exact schedule, but she seemed kind of busy. I got nothing but time. Maybe I just do a solo one anyway. I don't know. How many subs needed to monetize Twitch or YouTube and stream FT? What's FT? Can get you there? Stream FT. But YouTube is monetized. So, keep watching YouTube videos. Make sure the ads play all the way through. If you've got YouTube Premium, then it's fine. Just watch as many watch as many hours of content as possible, because that means that a higher percentage of your YouTube Premium money goes to me. Skip it full time. Oh, okay. It needs to be a lot bigger than it is now to go full time. Like way bigger. Actually, to be fair, not that big. Like my cost of living is very, very, very low compared to most. So it wouldn't need to be that high, but it would need to be a lot higher than it is now. To be fair. Is there a cleaning ELO stream planned? That's going to be very shortly, I think, because we've been climbing today, and I think we're about to clean out that ELO. My postcard book is getting close to full, and you also definitely need to do, like, the next time there is a cleaning stream that you're around for, or you're watching on the VODs channel, I think you need to, simultaneously clean your postcard book. Just busy in the morning? I thought it was like probably till like 3 p.m. your time, which is like already 5 p.m. my time, right? Like it's already evening at that point. And then it's like, well, if the podcast takes us 2 hours, then like, I'd also need to have dinner. So say dinner takes me till like 6 or 6:30, then we don't have like infinite time to play with. But I guess we could like, there's potential to do like podcast and then like a cleaning stream straight after. But then you also need dinner, so so I don't know. It's a little bit tight, it seems, because like in my head, it's like Thursday is the ultimate, because like usually Debbie has a bit more time on Thursday. I mean, there's a lot of things planned in, to be fair. And so I was like, oh, well, my Thursday is totally free now, but it doesn't quite work that way. Guaranteed XL when trading Pokemon. 5 days left. Oh, heck. I don't have anyone to trade with. Oh, heck. Anyone from Newcastle in the chat? Yo, you say, how you doing? I came across a random PvP Josh channel and was like, who is this imposter? It's PvP Steve. I think PvP Josh is the, he's the guy that casts the regionals, right? That Josh Starrett guy. I just play. Okay, I'll fall asleep watching main channel bits. Thanks, Anne. And then I click and find it's just you. Yeah, it's a second channel vibe, because I've talked about it a little bit, where I wanted to make content that would perform really badly on the main channel and not care about the YouTube algorithm. And so that is why the PvP Josh channel exists. So like, there's some videos on there that I'm really happy with, like that I really like some very enjoyable videos for me to make that would just like tank on my on like the PvP Steve channel. So I just dump it on the PvP Josh channel. Would we live comfortably if we had Zoe type numbers? I think I would live so comfortably it would be insane. Josh, it's only 2 hours for a podcast. I have nothing but time. It is what it is. You looking forward to any fun picks next season, Captain? To be honest, you say, I haven't given it enough of a look to have a good feeling of like I'm still on the base level. Like at the start of this stream, I was really giving a proper look to the meta updates for the first time. And even that, it was barely a proper look. Like it was so surface level. So I think there's a lot that I don't know. Like I could randomly speculate and say like, hey, maybe Macargo could be good, but it's going to be pretty facetious, I think. It's not going to be well thought out. I'm just going to be making stuff up. I'm going to be exaggerating like the tiniest little thing. I'd happily stream my postcard cleaning in Discord. I'm sure you have opinions on what postcards I've saved. I only know Dr. Steve. Who is this, Joshua? True, the doctor's coming. It's our PvP dumb channel. I love it. Exactly. It's like, well, it's that, plus it's like any other game dumb channel. It's like the TCG Pocket videos go on there. TCG regular videos go on there. The Pokemon Unite videos go on there. I'm sub 99. Yo, you say, welcome to the first hundo. That means if anyone wants to subscribe to the PvP Josh channel, you will be subscriber number 100. This is like your only chance. Is this Claydol in the back? Oh, I haven't even been paying attention. I've been trying to catch up on chat. I don't even know what's going on. Where are we at? If it is Claydol in the back, we want to keep this guy alive. So let's sack Lapras. Because we almost, yeah. Let's see how it goes. Have we goofed? Oh wait, no, it's Credilli in the back. Wait, this is the last Pokemon. What am I doing? I mean skill, all skill, guys, all skill. PvP dump channel? There's restroom gaming? There's always restroom gaming. Time to unsub? No! No, please, no. I can't take it anymore. No. Now I'm checking. Okay, we're at 99. We're fine. First stream with initials should be called The Doctor is in the House. Well, it depends if there's other things going on, I guess. But yeah, we're still a while off the Doctor title. And like, you know, a few months. I want to unsub and become 100? No. You can't do this, please. I need the PvP Josh channel to get to 1,000 subscribers so that it can be monetized. Because like, as much as like I enjoy the videos that go on there, it is a shame when like there's a video that's like, oh, if I put it on the main channel, like it would tank, but it would still make a few bucks. So it's like, by putting it on the second channel, it's like I'm sort of actively paying to not put it on the main channel, which like I still think is worth it because it's not a lot of money. But I'm still like, oh, it would be really nice if this stuff was monetized. Like the Zernies video, they got over 1,000 views on the second channel. It's like, oh, that's 1,000 views that aren't monetized. No. So if you can get 900 of your friends to subscribe to the PvP Josh channel, that'd be much appreciated. Thanks. The best part of that catch was that your Cordelia was winning CMP, wasn't it? That's awesome. Yeah, I was just flexing on him. We're just flexing on him. 2, 3. Feels like full-time is hard for just Pogo PvP. Short seem like a quick way for increasing subs. That's true, actually. You're so right for that. You're so correct. And it's really something that I need to... Historically, I haven't had the time to dedicate to it. I unplugged it again. No. Hang on. It's Cordelia into... We just ate a brave bird. We're in the red. They're staying in, which just means that we get... Oh, they caught. They played... Why is this not working? Double click. Phone? No, it's not working. What happened? What did I do? Unplug, replug? Maybe? Double click. Hello? There we go. We back. Now we put our phone back down very carefully. There we go. Yeah, if you want to be full-time Pogo PvP, you've really got to do like, you know, coaching and streaming and YouTube videos and like stuff on Patreon as well. Which like, I have a Patreon, but like, I don't really have rewards on it because in the past, like, things that some people do are like, you know, early access to videos and stuff. But I've always held the opinion of if I have a video, I want it out like now. Like, I want to share it with everyone. There are even like early days people suggesting that I could make like certain meta simplified videos and only post it for Patreons only. And I'm like, no. Like that's, like if I'm making a video, I sort of want like as many people to see it as possible. That's like part of the thing. Oh, nice. Ah, yes, my 900 friends. I don't think I know 900 people, let alone 900 friends. Or get anyone you can. If we can collectively get 900 people to subscribe, if you tell 3 of your friends to subscribe and you tell them to get 3 of their friends to subscribe, then 9 layers in, then we'll have the biggest YouTube channel on the planet. But yeah, Wade, I should probably think, part of the problem is I don't want to. Like, shorts content isn't content that I enjoy making because of the way that I have to like edit around it and like if it was easy to do, I would be very happy doing it. But it's sometimes pretty annoying. But you can also just do like YouTube short battle slop, which I see a lot of people actually getting a lot of subscribers through that. So maybe I should be doing that, especially on the PvP Josh channel. Maybe I do that sort of thing on the PvP Josh channel just to like get the number up to 1,000. It might be well worthwhile, to be honest with you, because I see it work for others. Like, I see some other Pokemon Go PvP YouTube channels that like just do shorts and the subscriber number is like crazy. And it's like it's not, it's not high quality content, but you know, it makes the growth happen. So it's kind of like, well, you can't really knock it. Maybe, maybe it's a can't beat 'em, join 'em sort of thing. But yeah, it's also very easy to like dodge, right? Like, if I put a YouTube short out, I can tick the thing that it doesn't show in people's YouTube feeds. So it's purely like, if you've already ended up in the doom scroll, then maybe you come across a PvP Steve one. And it's like, well, you're in here with me. I haven't caused you to come here, so that's fine. Yeah, I should. Won't translate in views though. That's fine. Like, that's the odd thing about the monetization structure, is that I literally just need the sub number to hit 1,000, and then we're fine. And then, like, I can just focus on the videos that I want to make. That Patreon method feels bad for channel. Absolutely, yeah. But it's sort of like, it's what some creators feel like they have to do to, try and make this a living, right? So it's sort of, it is tough though. Yeah, please tick the donor appearance up speed. Yeah, 100%. Unless it's like a really good. Yeah, I would be ticking that. No shield, Credilli. Oh, they've got Drapion, right? Maybe we go Lapras. Oh, the undercharge. Smart. We go in alignment here. Force them to make a decision. Actually, they probably want to come in with Drapion and farm, to be fair. Yeah, hard swap Lapras, I guess. We tank the first move. Don't debuff us. It debuffed us, but that's also why we didn't shield the first one. Mamoswine. Did anyone have Mamoswine on your bingo card? Anyone who had Mamoswine, please mark it off your card now. Crikey. Okay, how much energy do we have on Credilli? I can't remember. Are we 1 off? If we're 1 off, then we're actually okay. Oh, we're 4 off. Oh. What does Mamoswine even have? Higher horsepower? Icicle Spear. Oh yeah, that's right. That's a Conde move. Okay, we can totally grass on here. Oh! Charge Shack priority. Seen one of these in Ultra? I got a shiny Bulu. Congrats. Oh, is that what you're doing now? It's raid hour. I see. Congrats. Congratulations. Alright, what do we get? 3? We're still going positive. 23.38. We're still climbing. To be fair. Whoops. There we go. Combine move is Ancient Power. Oh, Icicle Spear season update. I see. Got it. Yeah, that does ring a bell. Okay. Wait, what? No. Oh, wait, no, that actually is correct. Oh, I haven't done this in so long that I forgot how the game works. So I finished a set 6 before. They're like, oh, I see. Okay, the problem is that no one else is streaming Pokemon Go. But yeah, it turns out that I actually didn't have a 6 set to play because I already played it essentially. Oh, stupid. You spend so much time qualifying for the World Championships that you don't spend enough time remembering how streaming works, I guess. Why do we need to end stream? I mean, we don't. But what I was going to do is I was going to take a bathroom break before the next set. But then it turns out we don't have a new set. So I was like, oh. Well, that makes it trickier for sure. Let me just check out this channel that's got 5 viewers that is streaming Pokemon Go though. See if they've got like a mic going and stuff. They started Great League Battle, but they're just sitting here on a cat. Oh no, they are catching. Let's unmute and let's listen in together. Let's see what they've got. Oh wait, we've been hit with an ad. Okay, we'll wait 25 seconds to unmute. Technically, there will be a bathroom break before your next set. You're correct, unless I decide to not do that to spite you, but I do not have that sort of ability. So, no, you're correct. You're 100% correct. 15 seconds left on this ad. Oh, come on. Maybe I should have subscribed. Okay, 4, 3, 2, 1. Unmute site. Okay, I don't hear a microphone. And that is catching Pokemon. It says great.
Thanks a lot for joining. We're about to end the stream. See you again around the evening grind. Until then, have fun. Have a great day ahead.
Oh, they're finishing the
Thanks for joining,
stream.
buddy.
No. No. That's why they were just catching stuff. They finished their stream. That would be so funny. Look, here's the thing. It is the sort of thing that I would absolutely love to do. The problem is I just don't have it. I can't do it. I don't have the ability. It's not in my toolkit. It's not something I can accomplish, unfortunately. Oh, well, that didn't work. There's no one else streaming Pokemon Go. Like, actually Pokemon Go. There's someone in Twitch. There's one person that says their stream title is Guinness Book of World Records live stream champion. But they're not streaming Pokemon Go. And then there's this other one. What is she on? Episode 1069. Which is just a blank screen. There's no stream currently entering it. So, could we see Nintendo? Okay, normally, I would actually say yes. Normally. Because, like, we started stream, like, on the early side. And let's make this clear as well. Because this is going to be sort of like... This is unemployment week. We'll call it. Even though it's unemployment 2.5 weeks. We have way more time to do other stuff. So Get to Work is coming back. City to Nerdle is coming back. Pokemon Unite is coming back. It's all coming back. We're doing it all. TCG even, maybe, kind of coming back. Fun employment, exactly. Between now and like the 18th, 19th or something around, it's something mid-June-ish. It's go time. So, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, so it will come back. But at the only reason I won't do it now is just because I have to get up at 4:30 for Battle Cats. Well, actually, I have to get up a little bit earlier than 4:30. Usually, well, we were actually going to record at a really convenient time for me, except I goofed and I got the date wrong that I got back from South Africa. Is a term used in the theatre industries. That makes sense. Imagine there being an event in Pokemon Go Unemployment Week. Okay, we're rolling. Still baffling no one streams in the slot. I know, it seems like just so wide open. Like, and this happens so often as well. Like, so often we get to this point, you know, we've been streaming for however long, and we get to the end, and it's like, well, there's literally no options. There's literally 0 human beings, and it's like, I know that people are awake at this time, like, but it's just empty. So like maybe, yeah, someone go live quick. Yeah, someone go live real quick. Is easy. Quite simple, really. Look. I think our only option is we'll... Currently rocking Ollie to bed, otherwise I would. Look, one day... Look, just no way that the opportunity will arise at some point. At some point, we're going to hit like the 9 p.m. spot, and there's going to be no one on. I will want you to stream. We need more streamers at this time? Yes, we do, Ed. Yes, we do, because this is problematic. Well, let me put it this way. Okay, here, I have a solution to your problem. Temporarily-ish. Because it is unemployment week, and I only record Battle Cats once a week, the rest of the week, maybe we go later. Maybe we just fill the space. If you're coming onto Twitch at this time, maybe it's going to be filled. Maybe it's going to be filled. And maybe tomorrow it'll be a cleaning stream. I don't know. We'll find out. But... yeah, we might be able to fill the time a little bit more, perhaps. But only because it's Fun Employment Week. If it wasn't Fun Employment Week, then maybe we don't get to do that sort of thing. But because it is Fun Employment Week, we have a little bit more, we have a few more cards up our sleeve. I'll clear my calendar. Don't do that. There's gonna be plenty of opportunities. We love Fun Employment Week. Honestly, like I've barely been unemployed, right? Like, you know, in the sense of like Fun Employment Week has technically started. Technically it was like 3.5 weeks and we're already a week in, but I spent that first week going to South Africa and stuff, and it was so nice to just like my literal singular focus was just South Africa as like, you know, competing. And then once it was done, like I said, I was just in the hotel room, like watching YouTube for 3 hours, catching up on the YouTube videos I wasn't watching the previous 4 days because I was too busy practicing for South Africa, and it was awesome. There was no responsibility I needed to do, nothing that was coming up. It was like, heck yeah. And to be honest with you, for anyone that has sort of been through an unemployment spell or whatnot, I'm pretty confident that it is one of those things where, like, you know, it's really awesome and then you get really bored, to be fair. But also, I have a feeling I'm going to be filling my days up with stuff anyway, because that's sort of how I roll. So I don't think I'll get the opportunity to get bored on my end. But if I was just like watching YouTube all day, then I would get very bored and then unsatisfied then. But look, we've got plenty of content to make. I have so much stuff on the back burner as well. Okay, like upcoming PvP Josh YouTube videos. If you haven't subscribed to PvP, actually, did we hit 100? Did we hit 100? I'm refreshing. We haven't hit 100, no. So upcoming PvP Josh YouTube videos, and then we have PvP Steve YouTube videos as well. We've got I need to make a video out of our Pokemon Unite regional run. Wait, do I have that VOD downloaded? Uh-oh. Wait, are we in trouble? Surely I have it downloaded, right? Because I was in New Zealand. Surely I downloaded it. Okay, this looks like it might be it. Yep, that is a video of me in New Zealand. So I have it downloaded, we're fine. So I'm going to make that into a video. We're going to make... What else happened? Oh, I was going to make a video of some of the my Durban stuff because it shouldn't be on PvP Steve stuff. Stall for 2 minutes and I'll stream. Yo! Okay, we're doing that. Heck yeah, dude. Let's go. Thank you, Wade. You're a hero of the people. I can easily stall. Okay, so also on PvP Steve, tomorrow in about 12 hours-ish, maybe, I'm going to be uploading the Taiwan Playoff Champions run. Gamebird TW. And then I've also got the Durban Special Championship champion. And then we've got that Meta Simplified video for the first thing of the season as well. So if you haven't already, let's drop the... Wait, is it just... Oh no, I've accidentally clicked on buttons. And Emma, I might have sent you a warning. I don't know how, but I might have. If you haven't subscribed to YouTube, go over there and subscribe for sure. Aha, I beat you to it. And then, you know, the second channel as well. Going to be some other content going on over there. And I guess I'm going to have to start doing... shorts as well. Seeing as I have time and seeing as it will actually help the channel subscriber number so that I can get the second channel monetized. Thanks, Anne. And yeah, I mean, tomorrow's going to be a busy day. G'day Battlers and Battle Cats and maybe a stream or maybe 2 streams if we're doing cleaning stream as well. And then maybe YouTube Shorts and then gym and then a few YouTube videos to record as well. So busy time. Why do we get a warning? I misclicked. It was a missed input. But yeah, there's a bit to do. So we'll get to work. And also, like, let me know if you have other videos, especially in the like new season. The fact that Fun Employment Week is going to be crossing over with the brand new season means that we probably actually have a bit more room to make content with respect to the new season as well. So if there is stuff that you want to see, let me know. Let me know what is actually interesting to you. Because I'll probably have a few, like, you know, GBL style videos as well. Again, just mostly because I'm going to have the time. I think it's going to be YouTube video central for a little bit. So, and then like we're going to hit the point where Fun Employment Week stops in a little while. And then like the rate will probably drop a little bit, to be fair. I want to know how the changes will affect Teapot Gaming. Well, Drapion is still going to be everywhere. Well, like ground type's going to go up, so maybe Drapion goes down. I mean, the problem for Teapot is that Teapot doesn't really have any targets. And then we cry. I think that's correct. Because, yeah, the truth is I don't think that it has a lot of places to go. Is kind of the fortunate piece of it all. It's not great for PvP, to be fair. It's just the reality of the situation. Also, I was at like 300... I was using GBL as a sort of practice pen for my Durban regional team. Which, by the way, I did tweet out the team that I ran. But... this is the team I was running in Durban. It was just Ashton Ash's team with Double Water, no Tinkerton. So Corviknight. So originally this team actually did have Tinkerton on it, but Ash and Ash ended up replacing Tinkerton with Corviknight, and so I went, sounds good, brother, sounds good. I'll do what you say. So I didn't have this Lapras built. I didn't have this Corviknight built. I built a second Shadow Drapion because I originally was going to go for a different IV spread that Ash and Ash recommended. But then he was sort of like, I decided that I think for my tournament, I'm going to want this IV spread for these different matchups instead. And then he sort of agreed. And as soon as he agreed, I was like, yeah, we're good. Happy days. Because it's a little bit dicey. And they're actually, this is probably the first time that I've really built a team with IV options and made decisions based on it. Because I also updated my Tinkerton IVs when it was still Tinkerton in the team. Because there are certain matchups where you can do a little bit better into Drapion. There's certain break points and bulk points you can hit against Pokemon like Azumarill. I sort of had to make decisions. Do I sacrifice my attack break point into Annihilate and Sableye? And I was like, well, I'm probably not going to see Annihilate and Sableye, so I can probably, drop the Thingo into there, I guess. I don't know. But also, Credilli is, I found out, I have not gotten a single championship point with Credilli. Streamlabs is updating. We got time. I mean, we don't have a lot of time, but in the sense that I really need to go to the bathroom. Wade, you are holding up my bathroom break. Let that be known. Yeah, this is the first championship points that I've ever gotten with Credilli, which feels kind of wild because most of my championship points are within the Might and Mastery season. Actually, same with Lapras. This tournament was the first time that I got points with Credilli and Lapras, which is just bonkers when they were like, when the Might and Mastery season started, everyone was like, man, it's going to be Lapras, it's going to be Credilli. Those are going to be the Pokemon for this meta. And Credilli didn't get a win for so long. It took so long for Credilli to get its first win. Lapras was a bit quicker. Lapras is also, I think Lapras, initially had a bit of a rise, then it had a really big fall, but then it started to come back recently, but then it was sort of getting replaced by Malamar a little bit. We'll see how it ends up going in, I was going to say Bogota, in Bologna. Again, Bologna is going to be the first and only regional where Shadow Malamar is probably going to get any use. But I think it's also very possible, and I don't think that enough people are considering this, it's possible that the bug updates are so underwhelming in the new season that we don't actually see that big of an increase in bug type damage in the championship series. Thanks to the casters. It feels very reasonable that we might, I think the Lysopod is probably going to be around quite a bit, because it really fills that similar role to Pokemon like Feraligatr or Primeape, where you are able to get that little bit of an energy advantage and really push through. In this team from Ashton Nash, that was Drapion. Drapion is the Pokemon that you sort of want to invest in. It was put all your shields and whatnot, in with this guy, and, hope for the best, I guess. Hope that it all goes okay. Which, I'll talk about my Derm battles in another video. It's not going to be a main channel video. Well, I guess I don't want to. There's a problem when you mention a really big YouTube project that you're going to do. There is a psychological problem where mentioning the project, you already get to collect 80% of the dopamine because everyone's like, oh yeah, that's an awesome idea. That's really cool. So I think I'm not going to mention this video so that I don't prematurely collect on the dopamine, so that I physiologically want to do it. Because I think it's a very cool video. It's going to take me a lot of time though, so I might need to dedicate some Fun Employment Week time to just putting this video together. But I need to do a lot of thinking about it. I thought I was going to do more thinking about it on the plane back from Dubai, but it turns out that I ended up just watching a lot of movies instead. So it didn't quite work how I thought it was going to work. We'll allow you a day for it. It's going to take me more than a day, but it's not going to be I'm not going to do it in one go. It's going to be more of a, because Fun Employment Week, I have so much time, it's very easy to fit in a stream and work on this video, for example. So it's not going to get in the way of streams at the very least. Unless it's a busy day otherwise. And there's a few days where I'm going to be very busy in Fun Employment Week as well. This Saturday, I'm going to be going to Sydney for a Cup and Challenge in Sydney. So that is going to take up a massive chunk of my day. Usually that's over 12 hours of my day just burned up for the travel, tournament, travel back. So, like, on that day, is there a chance that I don't stream? There's a chance. There's always a chance. But, you know, maybe it works out. I don't know. Opera House gift incoming then. I will not be passing through the Opera House. The Opera House I only go to when I'm playing in a Pokemon Go event in Sydney. Because the Botanical Gardens is like the spot to play like Go Fests and stuff. It's where we sent Nighttime Clasher when he was here to play a community day while he was around. And then because the Opera House is literally like, it's sort of like the initial gathering spot usually for the meetups over there. I finished the Tapu Shiny set. Very happy. Congratulations. Wait, are they all in raids like right now? Like, is that the deal? Or is it just one of them? And you just like needed one more to go? There's no... Oh, because raids stop, right? Yeah, what's the deal? Are they all available? Or is it... Yeah, did you just only need one more? Nah, just Bulu. Oh, okay, got it. And it's just Bulu at the moment. I see. Well, congrats. Do I have any of them? I feel like I don't. Tapu and Shiny. Only one? Oh, what a travesty. I also missed the Kamala there. I still need these guys for the Tour Pass update. How many more did I need to catch? I still need to catch 8 Pokemon Ideal World. It's kind of, I don't know how to do that. I don't want to play this game for another 8 minutes. I'm probably fine, right? Like, I probably don't need it to hit level 100, right? I'm probably fine. As long as I catch, you know, as long as I do all of these, which is all very achievable. And then I guess I have to do my dailies from here. Because, yeah, this is 100, 200, 400, 550, which will get me up to 90. And then I can get 250 a day from here, which is only 4 days worth, will get me to 100. Okay. Yeah. I don't want to sit for 8 minutes, though, Debbie. I don't want to sit here for 8 minutes. But it should be fine. It looks like as long as I sort of play for the rest, it's fine. Like, in the coming days, I'll also like actually go out and catch Pokemons to make sure I sort of hit the numbers that I need. Duskmanes and Dawnwings will spawn on 1 minute. Wait, what? I don't understand. Oh, wait, no, I understand. Sorry. No, I'm a little slow. We live? Yo, I just got the notification that he's live. Okay, guys, we successfully stalled for like 15 minutes. We were going to end streaming 15 minutes ago, but we now get to raid into our good friend Kuwait. Oh, I typed it wrong. I put a slash in. Oopsies. Okay, go send Wade some love. Please give him a follow as well. Oh, absolutely. I mean, he's such a nice guy. I mean, also, he's the only person streaming Pokemon Go in this time slot. We need to support people streaming Pokemon Go in this time slot, or we will have nothing to watch if you want to watch Pokemon Go right now. So, show Wade some love. Finally, I'm going to hit the bathroom. Thanks for watching if you've been here. Thanks for all of the love and support on the Worlds front as well. Tune into the G'day Battlers podcast especially, because we're going to be talking about it a lot in this coming week, and that episode should be up pretty soon. But I'll see everyone tomorrow, because again, we'll be streaming tomorrow as well. And a lot of YouTube videos to come as well. So plenty of content. Welcome to Fun Employment Week. We're going to have a ton of fun employment. But till then, see you soon, everyone. Bye. Go show Wade some love. Bye.